Oh, hello there. How goes it, Silas and John, and anyone who has yet to say anything? Welcome to the editing stream, where I click buttons and things happen. I'm joined today by this candle, who I am naming Fred. Everybody say hello to Fred. Alright. Thank you for coming to my stream. I'll see all you guys next time. I don't know. Like I said, my thinking is not at maximum. I don't know what's happening. Also, I'm trying a new mic setup because I know that typically when I have my microphone recording the room, it sounds fine, but when I have it recording my voice up close, it tends to sound really terrible. And I tried fixing it a little bit. So now instead of the microphone being here, it's here. I don't know. Maybe it'll do something. Hopefully it doesn't sound terrible, because I've had that problem. So this is Game & Pickup 6, which has been the longest project I've ever done by a huge margin. And we are in the last half hour of the video. All that we need to do is decide the volume of each piece of music. That's it. That's the entire thing. And they're even all segmented already. That's what I've been waiting. I don't think I've edited this since May, and I started the project on July 30th or 29th or something in 2019. So I've been spending too much time not doing this when I should have been doing this. So just kind of to get a feel for what we're working with, let's just rewatch like 5 minutes of the video. I finally decided to pick up Ico. This is one that I've been finding in stores all over the place.
Why did I call it Ico?
I enjoyed Shadow of the Colossus a decent amount, and I've been kind of interested in trying The Last Guardian. I've seen the whole game, but I don't know if I want to try it or not. Ico's always been one where I'm not really sure what to think about it. Also, shout out to just the horrible
I'm an idiot here.
One thing from a few pickups ago was I also have the Ico soundtrack, and that's kind of like what the artwork on the Japanese version looks like. But this game, it's interesting. It's kind of like an escort mission, but it's kind of got some mild horror themes to it. I don't know a whole lot on it. I just enjoyed other games that the studio made, and I'm interested in seeing what this one has.
Ico is a very atmospheric game.
He got it
The
right.
areas don't have
It's
any
Ico.
music at all, and whenever it does kick in, it's
Ico.
generally very ambient. The character models look a little bit weird up close, but aside from that, everything else looks really gorgeous. The gameplay is a split between puzzles and action sequences, which is fun, but it's a little unfortunate that the entire game is essentially one gigantic escort mission.
I finally picked up Bloodborne. I've been interested in the Soulsborne games
don't
for
tell Dylan.
a while. I've played a good chunk of the first one, and I've pretty much seen a playthrough of every game in the series, beginning to end, with different friends or different live streams, and I've kind of wanted to try it, but I never really knew which one to start on. I have Dark Souls 1 already, but I found Bloodborne at a pretty good price, and I decided to pick it up. Hopefully I'll get to it eventually. I'm just not that great at hard games. Maybe if I endure, I'd like to try it out sometime.
So one of my favorite aspects about Bloodborne is the way that the game
Samuel!
handles storytelling. There's a really interesting plot that's kind of hidden underneath the base game. You would miss some of it if you kind of just barrel through it and fight all the bosses and everything. A lot more of the details of the plot of the game come from dialogue with characters and following up on dialogue with characters. Like once the game has progressed for a little bit, you go back and talk to the characters again. A lot of the plot comes from item descriptions, paying attention to the environment, paying attention to where you're picking up items and why they would possibly be in that spot. And even then, after you've done all of that, the plot is still very loose and very open to interpretation. And I just think that's a really cool way of doing it instead of just spelling it all out for you.
So you guys remember back when Grand Theft Auto 5 was the big thing? It
Me
was
talk
on
and
the
this
horizon.
music is just so
Everybody
weird.
wanted this game, but it was still like
Well, the
almost
last
a year
person could
away,
expect to hold up
and
GTA
people just
5
were
or-
desperate for that fix. They just needed something like GTA, and they just didn't have it yet. But one game that tried to fill in that gap, I don't know how true it is as to it being a GTA-like game, more so than it just being a game that had some similar themes, and that's Sleeping Dogs. Honestly, it's interested me more than GTA. I don't know if it's China or Japan, but it's about an undercover cop that's trying to infiltrate like the mafia to solve a case. And it's just kind of like a crazy action game that looks really fun, and like it just has all kinds of crazy twists and turns and a really interesting story regarding who he can trust, who he can't trust, where the mystery is leading him, who could be responsible, all that stuff. I don't know a ton on the game past that, but I'm very interested in giving it a go because
Did I
it's one I
used
heard
to
a lot
color
about, and then people
coordinate
just
my
stopped
games
talking
instead of
about it as soon as GTA
alphabetizing
5
them?
came out. This game released in an almost unplayable state. It was
I was
an
right.
amazing looking game, an amazing sounding game, and it had some amazing ideas behind it. It was basically going to be the next game following Journey, Abzu, then Rhyme. This is one that I've been interested in it since the beginning, but it just had such horrible optimization originally that people couldn't really play the game because it would run at like 5 or 10 FPS and keep crashing. As much as it was a game that I really wanted to play, I didn't really feel like it was worth getting if it wasn't going to work at all. But since then, it looks like it's been patched and everything works just fine in it. So I'm really interested in going back and trying this because I really like my experience with Journey and Abzu. And I'm expecting this to be kind of another game in that cycle, just a little more character focused than either of those were.
And that is everything except for the best of. Those weren't even the best parts. And there's already
That's
how many are there over here? Yeah, there was a lot of games. So these This are was my top recorded picks of before games this that song I'm was even
the
publicly
most
available.
excited to be getting, and probably the ones that I have the most to say about, except for a few of them which probably don't deserve to be in this category, but they're in this category anyway. First of the best, at least the ones that excite me the most to have, I got God of War 2018.
Okay. So now we're on to the part where the audio has not been balanced, which was very obvious very quickly.
In this category anyway. First of the best.
Oh, hey, Matt. Anything in this video where I am wearing the blue Sonic shirt at this camera angle was filmed on July 30th, 2019. I believe. And pretty much every other recording in this was within a month after that. So, this is a video that's been in the works for a really long time. It took me so long because, I recorded roughly like 300 something pickups that ended up having to be split into 2 videos, and Harrison has the second, not even half, like the last third of it. And in order to keep the video as brief as possible, I basically went through like second by second, cutting out things like and or and just pauses to make it get all the information across with as little time as possible. And there's also about 90 guest appearances in this one, which took me forever to orchestrate. And for every single game that I talk about, I'm also talking about, or I'm also finding something from that game's soundtrack to use as background music, which most of the time, I don't know the soundtrack perfectly for the game I just bought and haven't played yet. So I actually have to go through and listen to almost the entire soundtrack of the game to figure out what I find to be the most compelling. So this project has taken me a really long time. Wait, is Mitch streaming right now? I didn't see a notification for it. Where's that lad? What's he doing? He's not streaming. That's unfortunate. Ah, yes, the other day. Yes. But yeah, we're at the point where everything in this video is done. I don't know if it has an end slate or not. I haven't looked at this file since May. So I've been very behind. I might have looked at it since then, briefly, but I don't think I looked at it and streamed it since May, which is the main way that I have archives of things. So yeah, fun stuff. Also, this is, now that I think about it, this is my first stream since I have like LEDs in here, which I've been debating if I want to do like a channel point redemption to include like that or something. Hello? Hi? All right, have fun. Yes. The power. I don't think I plan on leaving it at this. We'll just go back to where was I, like teal or something. Yeah. I'm just gonna stick with where it's been. Okay. So that was the dad visit. Now to figure out all of these things in this category anyway. First of the best of the best, at least the ones that excite me the most to have. I got God of War 2018, or God of War PS4. The God of War series has interested me for quite some time. I've played Ghost of Sparta and I've played Ghost of Sparta and Chains of Olympus, but I've not played 1, 2, 3, Ascension, or this one. And now, with this, I have every God of War game. And I'm interested in going through the series. I was originally thinking about going through them in order, but this one just interests me too much. This one seems really fun, and I'm very excited to probably go straight into it. This is a game that I'm hoping to play in the next few months, because this is one I've been waiting a very long time to play, and it looks super exciting and just like the kind of game that I'd get a lot of enjoyment out of. Super interested to try. Oh wait, is this the one with the John cameo? He's so monotone in this. God of War PS4. Forgot about Chances this. Are I don't need to explain much about that one. It's also I think he has like an EV or something on his car window, and I thought that was funny. Very well-known game. You guys should probably know.
When I picked up God of War, I was in love with the game already. I'd watched 2 playthroughs before I'd even picked it up, and I just love the story so much. The gameplay itself is amazing. You can walk through the game on the easiest of modes, just experiencing that for yourself,
so
or
sad.
you can play it so hard you're tearing your hair out with frustration, and everywhere in between. Yeah, I wholly recommend it to anybody playing games ever.
You like God of War? You like how there's all these Greek gods and a camera that's not locked behind you? What if we did something different?
And it's an escort mission.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got Ezra. We haven't seen Ezra in a while. Also got F-Zero. Woo! Give me the jams. I also got F-Zero. Dang it, it ended. If it wasn't already clear, we can't have the music at that volume, because that was literally hitting, like, 10. Whereas the goal is to keep it under 0. I won't play F-Zero X. Looks so fun.
I also got F-Zero.
Well, yeah, but, like, it might sound kind of okay in this, but, like, once exported, all of that is peaking. Like, every single moment of it was completely peaking.
I also got F-Zero X. We really liked
I don't like turning
I
it down,
also
but
got
talking is good.
F-Zero X. We really liked F-Zero GX. Like, a lot. We really liked it. We're guessing F-Zero X is probably the closest game in the series to that. I picked it up because I just want more F-Zero GX. And this is going to be about as close to that as I can get because I've already tried the newest games in the Wipeout and the Fast series, and they don't really do it for me. But we'll see how F-Zero X holds up. That's something me, Chris, and Dream are very excited to try out. This one, I have a fun little
Whoa, that's a bit loud.
story for. So this game,
Is this Parasite Eve? Wait. Come on, show me what's here. Okay, it might not. Oh yeah, it's Parasite Eve. I was gonna say I was looking for Josh. That's my giveaway.
This one, I have a fun little story for. So this game is normally incredibly expensive and very hard to find.
Expensive. You guys don't want to get between me and an expensive
I
thing.
have a fun little story for. So this game is normally incredibly expensive and very
Expensive. You fool. You idiot. Your dumb shirt and your stupid face.
very hard to find. But the game store that I went to had it in this case, which looks
I
like it's
still
been run
have
over
that.
by a
I don't know what to
car.
do
It's
with it.
literally burnt and melted. It has stains on it. It's cracked everywhere possible. Like, everything about this is in horrible condition. And so they priced the game at, oh, it's just $30. But do you know what game they priced at $30? Well, first of all, the manuals weren't really in the best shape either, but they still had them. But the discs were all just fine. The case was horrible. I didn't know that until I brought it to the counter to ask about it. It's Parasite Eve. So this is
Yeah, I asked them about an extra double disc case and they had one.
one that...
But only a double, not a triple. This game is a 3-disc because it has a demo disc. So I just had to have that demo disc sitting around. And I think every game on it is a game I already own, so I don't need a demo disc for anything.
I can't imagine a lot of people are very familiar with, but basically this is a Square Enix made, or Squaresoft game that they made during the PS1 era. It was based on, I think, on a horror novel.
Oh yeah, this is
or
also
maybe
my
a
first
TV show
stream
or
since I
something
got
from
Ori.
Japan at the time. It's really interesting because basically Square Enix made a survival horror RPG action adventure with kind of like maybe more closer to like Resident Evil style or Vagrant Story type combat. I don't know, it just seems like such a crazy thing. It's at least easier to find than its sequel, which they did have a few at Con Bravo for like $150 or something. I've been really interested in trying this out. If they're gonna put it on at like $30 and the discs are in good quality, I'm going for it. So I've been very interested in that one. Another one that I've heard a lot about, and I'm very interested in seeing what it has to offer.
So some of the stuff that I love with Parasite Eve is its active battle system, where you're running around, dodging attacks, and then strategizing when the proper time is to use your own. The music is beautiful. You have haunting lone pianos, and then the very next second we would break out into loud opera. And it's just a good mix of things all the way around. The opening is super explosive, and it introduces you and immerses you to the world very quickly.
I love how he played like the
And
opening cutscene
let's
for
just say
games
that
he talked
Turn
about,
Science
and he
class,
times
I
what he
never
says
forgot
to
what
the
my
video.
is ever again.
Kind of a dual pack. Now these are proud.
Oh, that's Silent Hill 2 and 3. That's I know that soundtrack. It's so weird. Like, at no point have I ever been a fan of really any of the style of music that Silent Hill 2 or 3 really use. But for some reason, I just really like those soundtracks, at least what I've heard of them. They're so good. I even have the Silent Hill 3 soundtrack, which on CD, which that was a very long find. It should have been like $100. I got it for like, actually it should have been like $120, but I got it for like 40 bundled with the game. This was like a year and a half ago. Kind of a dual pack. Now these, basically everything in this video is like, let's see, all the collectibles mentioned in this video are from, I think, like March 2019 through or no, February, no, it's January 6th, that's what it was. Yeah. So all the pickups in this were January through about October of 2019, which was when I first got my job promotion and started working more hours, because I was originally making, I think, even slightly below like 10 an hour and working 2 days a week. And then I started working like full 40 to 50 hour weeks and making, well, more by a decent margin, even hourly. And when I got a management position, and how do I put it? There was quite a bit of time where pretty much all of that extra went into video games. And now, like, in the last, like, 8 months or whatever, it's pretty much been going into rent because my parents are starting to charge me that. Fun. But, yes. This was where I got really out of control with games, was that, like, majority of 2019. These are probably some of the most expensive games that I got in this round. When it comes to the Silent Hill series, I did a video on Silent Hill 2 at one point. That game's not that hard to find. It's like $20 maybe. It's pretty common. Silent Hill 1 and 3, however. Alright, why did I think Silent Hill 2? I've had that for a lot longer. Yeah, 3 I got at the local game store, 1 I got in Canada. In this round, when it comes to the Silent Hill series, I did a video on Silent Hill 2 at one point. That game's not that hard to find. It's like $20 maybe. It's pretty common. Silent Hill 1 and 3, however. These games aren't easy to find. Look at that. And then this one is probably worth even more. Silent Hill 1 and 3 took me a very long time to find. This is the second most expensive thing that I got at Com Bravo. It's a horror series that I've been... Hill 2. Silent Hill 1 and 3, however. Com Bravo. It's a horror series that I've been incredibly interested in trying, because I've been wanting to get more into the horror series, but not a lot have hooked my interest quite like Silent Hill series has, and I really want to play through at least the original trilogy. I had to get this game at some point, but it is so hard to find, and it is so expensive, but it's here now. I finally can play it. We're gonna give it a go at some point, and I'm very excited for it. Who's tagging me in my server? Matt! No! Stop finding stupid pictures of me in the video! It's unacceptable behavior. That one I did pay probably about what it was worth. Silent Hill 3, however, this isn't the original release of Silent Hill 3. Or, it might be the original release, but it's not the original version. This is the special edition to Silent Hill 3. And I got it for $40. Just the normal version of this goes for at least $60 to $80. I don't know what this... Yeah, back then. The normal version of Silent Hill 3 is usually over 100 now, I believe. At least, like, my local game store that typically is a little cheaper than what's standard on eBay or whatever has his copy at 100 right now, at least. So I'm guessing that that's a pretty pricey one nowadays. Special edition goes for, but basically it has the soundtrack CD in it. The only way they changed the box art to differentiate them is this little label on the back here. That's it. It's not even like on the side at all, or on the front. The local game store that sold it to me didn't realize it was the special edition. I found that out later when I got home. Apparently the special edition for this is valued at like over $100. It's something that... What is it now? Let me check. I won't do it on the screen since I don't know if eBay will have like an address or something. Let's see. Was it special edition? Let's see. No, we're not looking for free pro cases. Is eBay not loading? Why is it not loading? Okay. Sold items. What are people actually paying for? All right, $100 with $10 shipping. And very similar things around the board. Someone paid $120 for it. Yeah, this game has shot up in value. So, yeah. Yeah, eBay is saying the average is about $96 before shipping. So, yeah. This game is definitely increase. It just doesn't turn up often. I was just wanting the Silent Hill 3. He was already selling it to me at nearly half the price of the normal release of the game. It was quite a surprise to come home. Hello, Chris, and man, you haven't been checking the server, have you? There's a lot of new channel point stuff. Also, the prices have been reworked on almost everything. Yeah, Mitch says he's going to make a habit of redeeming that at every possible moment. I'm starting to wonder if for that one specifically, I might put in a limit of like only once every 5 minutes or something. But currently all of them are just redeemed as much as you want and it'll work. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. There's ice on your street, Chris. Delete the ice. No ice allowed. Okay. We skip to the part of the video where Chris is talking, even though we already edited them. Oh goodness. Yeah. Oh, also, Chris, I don't know if you noticed. Is this capturing my screen or? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Because I changed one of the redemptions a little bit. So now the redemption for getting banned from the game room, I realized that, oh yeah, this doesn't work in winter, does it? For someone to just pick a spot of the property for me to go to and then send a picture proving I went there. So now I changed it, since I can use this as my camera now on the stream and microphone if you really want it to sound horrendous. Since I can do that now, I figured it was just, okay, go to the furthest corner of the property and back. Mitch, why is it already happening twice? Also, I think my mic might need to turn down a little bit because when I get loud, it's peaking. Yeah. So basically, so if the banishment from the game room is redeemed during some kind of extreme weather, I'll probably turn it down. But if it's like just there's snow on the ground and maybe minor wind or something, like that's fine. But I'm not doing it like there is a thunderstorm or something like that. More so like if there's not much weather condition other than what's already settled. That's probably the main thing. Which, I mean, that's still almost all the time Why? I knew it was a bad idea making this so cheap. You know the thing? This alert has been a thing on the stream for like 8 months now. It's just that no one ever redeemed the thing it was attached to. So I repurposed it as something you could just trigger for audio use only. Why do I feel like I have to talk over it? Because I feel like the audio balance is still... Oh, yeah! I gotta show you guys that. So, I made end the stream actually an affordable amount now. It was like 200,000. But I figured that there was things on here that were more of a setback to me than that. So I was like, you know what? We'll make it 30,000. If someone really wants to, they can do it. And I made the most, like, I made the stupidest alert for it when it happens. So it does this. The ultimate too bad. Isn't that like the longest 16 seconds ever? I could have made that 30, and I just didn't want to. I should have put a lucky at the end. Yeah, that's the other new one that... I thought this was a really fun one. Oh. If Steven ever starts showing up to streams again, that's just going to be going off non-stop. I'm debating if I want to make that one even like 10. Like, that's a very unintrusive one. So, yeah. I do really like the Ace Attorney one. That's probably like one of my favorite new additions. Also, the Squishmallow one has a sound now. So, yeah. A few things. I forget. Did I fix this one? This one was having weird issues. Okay, yeah, it's working again. I don't know, I was tampering with a lot of these yesterday. I think most of them are working decently. Well, mostly. A lot of things are a lot cheaper now, so this could be concerning. Yes. We'll just play it. We'll play one more fun little bite before we go back to... Where is it? Where is it? Yes. Agony.
That was less painful.
It's such a dumb thing. Okay, editing! And find out it was the special edition. I'm super grateful that I managed to pick... Wait, who's DMing me? Oh, Brendan. What? I don't know if I could say anything that's in this message on stream, but shocking things are happening. You know what? I can at least... I can at least tell Chris about it since he actually knows who this is. Yeah. Chris, you know who Brendan is, right? The guy I've known probably quite a bit longer than you, even. Yeah, so he just sent me that. Fun! We'll see what happens with that. Oh, hey, Harrison. Pick this one up. It's I mean, me and Carlos have actually collaborated like 15 times. It just hasn't happened in like 2 years. Probably the game in the Silent Hill series that has interested me the most, but I still do want to play through those 3 in order. So Harrison, how goes the edits you've been working on? Because there's still one in there that I'm very excited to see you get to. Chris, I think you might have been there. The time we did a Mario Party game in the stage that has 5 stars for every player at the beginning, and you can only steal them. You can't earn them. Yeah, Chris, exactly. Yes. I really want to see what happens with that. And I'm considering, once I finish this, I might actually try to edit the Barbie stream. If I have the motivation to edit. Harrison. John. Fools. Also, right now, I'm pretty sure Mario RPG is winning, but I'll have to calculate it based on how frequently people are actually in streams, which may change between now and when I beat 999, which is when I'll actually be evaluating that. So we'll see what happens. Those are some really big games for adding to the collection, because those are very sought after. They have a very... Woo! I'm excited. He might have come out like 2 months ago, or 2 months and 1 day ago, but yeah, what's time anyway? Dedicated fan base to getting copies, so coming across them, that's such a weird way to phrase it. Saying something is in high demand, low supply, or low supply, high demand, but I said the community is very dedicated to procuring copies of this. What kind of stupid things was I saying back then? This is almost as stupid as modern Levi. But I still do want to play through those 3 in order. Those are some really big games for adding to the collection, because those are very sought after. They have a very dedicated fan base to getting copies. So coming across them in the wild like that, however, that's uncommon. And like I said earlier, I really liked Devil Survivor Overclocked. Oh! I forgot I got this. I actually got it twice. Because I bought it again after this video. Because I found the 3DS remake Connor let me borrow on the 3DS 5 or 6 years ago. And that was a remake of a DS game. The thing is, that game you could probably still find for like 30 or 40 bucks somewhere. Devil Survivor Overclocked. I highly recommend. I still recommend. If any of you have a 3DS or 2DS or whatever, Devil Survivor Overclocked is probably still one of my favorite games on the platform. It's probably like right behind Kid Icarus Uprising. It's probably my second favorite game on 3DS, I think. Maybe Ocarina of Time. 3D. It's so good, and no one ever talks about it. It's such a shame. It's really, really good, and has some very fun gameplay mechanics, kind of like a grid-based isometric RPG. I certainly enjoyed it more than I did Persona 4. Handling like the leveling up system, the story is like the huge focus. The story is insane. There's like 30 endings, and all of, I think it's 32 of them are like completely detailed to the point where like just 2 or 3 endings are already like as long as the entire game prior. The thing is, that game actually had a sequel. There was a Devil Survivor. Why do you know this? Why? Who? Who? Do I even have any Minecraft things over here? There's a creeper. There. To honor the fact that Harrison is wrapping up editing on no. Origami Killer thing. And we killed a Pikmin. Boots. Forgot we were playing that. Yeah, we'll put a creeper right there. He'll hang out. I always forget I have this thing. Don't underestimate. John, why do you just have like mental math? That how game long Minecraft did not show up like anywhere in the States. It had such a low production run, even for like an Atlas game, that it just doesn't turn up. Most people don't know it exists. And I found it. And I am really, really excited to try this one out, because I did get a really good deal on this. And then I found the 3DS version, and someone didn't even exchange with me, because the DS version costs a little bit more, but they typically would have sold it to me, or bought it off me for less, so they just didn't even exchange. So that was fun. The only big difference is the 3DS one like barely has a manual at all, and the DS one has like a 50-page art book manual. But the thing is, there's also a bunch of extra like stuff added and just quality of life improvements in the 3DS version. So like, I really wanted to keep that manual, but it was part of the trade. So, because Devil Survivor 1 is a game that I love a lot more than I ever expected to for that kind of game, and I really want to see what they do with Devil Survivor 2, because this is a game that most people don't even realize had an English release, because it is not an easy game to find. They were selling it at a pretty cheap price for me. I had to go out of the US just to find $80 game, and they're gonna throw it on the shelf at that price? Of course. It was like at a night market thing at Combravo, so it was not even vendors, just people bringing their own collections from home that they just want to sell some stuff from. Somebody just had that. They probably had no idea that it was valued at that much. I mean, even asking $30 for it, like, that seems absurd for most DS games nowadays. But for this one, that's like half price at least. It's time to talk about this. Woo! Actually, this is the game that we're probably going to be doing after 999. I'm also excited to see what happens with the game after the community poll, because right now you guys are a bit indecisive on if the next game should be marathoning the entire Mother trilogy or just playing random obscure games that I never would have convinced anyone that I should or to have as a stream game otherwise. So that'll be fun. So, this recording segment right now, this is the last recording session I'm doing for all of this video, and I could say without a doubt that this is now the... Okay. So, I could probably look this up then. Let's see. Let's see if I have it. No, I don't see it. Okay. I was seeing if maybe I'd be able to just look it up in the server and see when I actually got it. Most valuable game in my entire collection, and it's worth it. It is. So, as many of you may have realized, I got a great deal on it. This game goes for like, I think about $280 now. I got it for $130. I didn't get it with a manual, but a few months later, I got a manual for $10. So, good deal. I have this little display shelf back here with some games. Like, there's music CDs, but I only have one shelf for games. There's like 2 or 3 collectors. I'm indicating the shelves that I don't even have there anymore. Both of those shelves aren't even in my bedroom anymore, let alone in that corner. Editions, sort of. And then there's a series here. That's the Mario RPG series. It's Super Mario RPGs, the Paper Mario series, the Mario & Luigi series, rest in... Oh yeah, I could probably explain this a little bit to you, Chris. You remember the Gaming Wisconsinably channel that we were looking at on Twitch for a bit? The guy who sold me this, and also is this next part of this, it's that guy. Because on his stream he didn't really have a camera or mic, so it'd be hard to make the connection. Peace those developers. Yeah, and that's sense. One of my favorite series ever. The thing is, each one has had its own certain John, stance are you done with finals? The wall there. Super Mario RPG. I just had like some cheap $10 plastic case. Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. That's also just a DS case with a sleeve in it. I don't actually have the physical game. All the DS ones, 3DS ones, Wii U, they're not all completed as much as I'd like them to. And the hardest of those games to complete is one that a friend of mine, Ben, or Gaming Wisconsinably, who I've talked about a few times before, he managed to find a pretty good deal on a bundle of games, and he didn't need 2 copies of this, so he sold me one. And now I can say that I've added a complete, original, very good condition Super Mario RPG Legend of the 7 Stars to the collection. This is a game that what I've played of it so far, that's just a box and cartridge right there. And a lot of the series after this point I really love. This is a huge thing to add to the collection. A few years ago I played it on Wii Virtual Console, and that version I got up to like the end of the section with that purple crocodile guy, which is pretty early in the game.
and I just didn't get a chance to go back to it at some point. Just more stuff came up in life, I forget. I ended up getting the game on the Wii U Virtual Console then, and eventually ended up getting a copy on the SNES Classic. And so then I had 3 copies of the game, and I'd only played about an hour into it. It just left such a good impression, and I know that I really want to complete the display over here and also have one for... Actually, it's been on this whole time. I had it, here, kind of like this. So I had it set this way so that it only puts audio from the mic through if I'm at a certain volume, but I tried turning it off. The big reason being because there's editing going on, so that way if I sit quietly, instead of you hearing the fans on my PC, you just continue to hear the actual direct feed audio instead of no audio coming from my end. But I realized that if I said anything too quiet, it probably just wouldn't go through. So I don't know. We'll see how well it works. Because right now it should just be no audio at all. Versus, you can probably hear something going on here. I don't know. I'm a little indecisive on it. Or the Metroid series as well. So I've been working on completing... This boy said Metroid! Woo! Bye. Bye. Those series as best I can. Of every game in both of those series, this is probably the hardest one to get a hold of, and I'm really happy. Ah! How wrong I was! The hardest one to get a hold of was actually Paper Mario and the Origami King. Because it hadn't been announced until, like, a year after this video was recorded. Why am I breathing water? To add that in, because this is a game that,
Too bad,
even with
Chris.
how little I've played, it really means a lot to me. And it means a lot to Ben as well, who I believe he's somewhere around here. There he is! It's the lad! Let's go!
So today I'm here to talk about a game
That is far too loud, though.
that's very dear to my heart, and that is... So today I'm here to talk about a game that's very dear to my heart, and that is Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars on the Super Nintendo. As a kid, I saw this come out in Nintendo Power, and I'm like, fuck, I have to play this game. I waited weeks and weeks and weeks until finally it was available at the video store.
So I think I'm gonna make that a little louder. That.
So today I'm here to talk about a game that's very dear to my heart, and that is Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars on the Super Nintendo. As a kid, I saw this come out in Nintendo Power, and I'm like, fuck, I have to play this game. I waited weeks and weeks and weeks until finally it was available at the video store. And coincidentally, it's also the first game I ever bought with my own money because I loved it so much. This game is also the perfect love child between Nintendo and Squaresoft. The graphics of this game are also very unique. So it is basically if you took Donkey Kong Country, morphed it into a top-down 3D style game, that's really what it looks like. It's very cool. I've never seen anything quite like it. The gameplay is also incredibly cool. So when you're not doing an RPG style battle, you're doing all sorts of cool Mario platforming, which you've never seen an RPG game before. The music in this game too is very cool. So there's basically not a bad track in the game. There's a shit ton of music tracks. My favorite would probably be the Coolix theme.
I never really hear anyone call it Coolix. I always hear Coolix.
Probably be the Coolix theme, which is
Almost gotta be a little louder since there's an actual emphasis on the music.
my favorite would probably be the Coolix theme, which is the hidden boss in the game, and I think it's actually a remixed version of like a Final Fantasy VI theme. They did a great job, and I absolutely love it. It's intense, and it gets you really into the fight, which is also hard as hell, so good luck once you get to Coolix. Every single environment has a music track that like fits it perfectly. But other than that, I mean, I don't want to spoil this game. I will say that you finally get to play as Bowser for the first time, as far as I know, and he's awesome. He can join your team as a character for the entire game, and he's great, and I love it. So I don't want to spoil anything else for you. I have to recommend this
I
game. It's one of
gotta
my
play
top
this
3
game.
favorite of all time.
I just need
play
my
it,
community
and
to
you will
shut
not
up
be
about Pokemon, and then we'll be able to play some Mario RPG. I can't wait.
disappointed. Thanks for watching.
One of my
Oh! Harrison, you know what time it is? It's time for you and Steven to have 6 minutes worth of Paper Mario ranting.
Thanks for watching.
one of my favorite games of all time. This is probably like in my top 3 RPGs ever. Is Paper Mario. I don't own the game. I just have a reproduction case for the display back here of all the Mario RPG games because
One notch lower on that part, and then probably one more notch on the last one.
I don't own the game. I just have a reproduction case for the display back here of all the Mario RPG games because I love this game so much. I have it downloaded on the Wii, which is probably actually the best version of it, and the Wii U, and this game is so much fun. I love it. There's so much charm, and it's got such crazy ideas in it, and it's... There's not many games that have made me smile as much as the original Paper Mario. I don't actually own a physical copy of it. I just have 2 different digital copies of it until my trip to Con Bravo, and now I actually own one of my favorite games of all time physically, and it's in great condition too. I'm super happy to add this to the collection.
Like that's what really surprised me. Of all my N64 games, it's probably my best condition one. Which, if I wanted one of my N64 games to be the best condition N64 game I had, I'm glad it's that and not something like Gex or whatever.
Because this is not an easy game to find. This is a very, very sought after game. And it released at the point where the PS2 and the Xbox original and the GameCube were months away. So it hardly sold any copies either, at least in the States. So this game has gotten a huge reputation. It didn't sell well in the first place because of how late in the console's life cycle it came out. So this game is very, very sought after. I've never even seen a physical copy, and they had one at Con Bravo. Oh, I'm so happy to add this collection. Let's see, how does this work? There's like labels on it. Nintendo 64. Oh, it makes me so happy. I want to replay the game again now. Oh, that's such a good game. I love Paper Mario 1. It's great.
Hey man, Paper Mario is really cool. Hey man, Paper Mario is really cool. You wanna know why? Because it is. Let me tell you why, actually.
Now that's a man who knows no fear.
Let me tell you why, actually. Paper Mario's awesome, bro. You get to play as Mario. Hey man, Paper Mario is really cool. You wanna know why? Because it is. Let me tell you why, actually. Paper Mario's awesome, bro. You get to play as Mario. Why is it made of paper? Bowser, the absolute mad lad, was just like, yee! And he just threw the castle into the sky. Like, who does that? That was like 7 years before Mario Galaxy even came out. Like, not only that, but Bowser like actually has a personality in this game. You know, he actually speaks fluent English or Spanish or French, depending on what copy of the game you have. That's kind of the theme of this game, you know. It's Mario.
The theme of this
everything
game is that it's multi-region.
Jumpy fun man games, but now it's an RPG and it's more fresh. The world's more fleshed out. Okay, so I know Super Mario RPG already did this. You know, Super Mario RPG was like the first Mario RPG, but shut up, all right. This game has paper, and like I said, there's also a lot of world building. You know, it's really cool. There's a penguin that dies in this game. It's not
funny.
Oh, and the gameplay. Oh yes, a partner system. It's genius, bro. You walk around, you come across an enemy, you're like, oh my my god, but it's not an enemy because silly goose, they're nice. This is a nice enemy right here. He's like Bombette or something, and you talk to him, and they join your party. So you have a whole party of enemies you can use, like a bomb guy or a boo guy or maybe a Koopa guy or a Lakitu guy. No one uses a Lakitu. So they join your party, and you get special abilities like blowing up walls or maybe like, you know, becoming invisible for a second. It's really cool. It's good stuff. It's good stuff, and they expanded it in the sequel. I mean, honestly, I'm attached to this game. I'm literally a part of it at this point. I have a 68 episode Let's Play of it on my channel. You can check out. Stop. Please don't.
I remember. That's one of the older jokes on my channel from when me and Harrison had met. Was that, like, anytime he was like saying something in chat that I disagree with, I was like, okay. And I just start playing episode 1 of his Paper Mario series. And it would just completely derail any conversation we were having. Oh, it's so good.
For that.
And then, of course, you had to go and unlist them all, Harrison. At least I think. Didn't that happen?
Time. This is the reason why I Let's Played it, right? I like the game. I would stay up till the wee hours of the night playing this just monster of a game, you know? Up until like 1 a.m., bro. It was awesome. I love this game. This game is very good. I give it a 10 out of 10. I never beat the final boss ever. Let's turn this.
You never beat the final boss of Paper Mario, Harrison? I beat the final boss of Paper Mario. I never beat the final boss of Paper Mario 2, though. Thousand Year Door had a very hard final boss. That's why I kind of go back. Actually,
my boy.
I forgot we picked this.
Let's turn this.
My boy. My sweet baby boy.
Sorry.
To me, Paper Mario isn't just another game by Nintendo Company Limited and Intelligent Systems. Paper Mario for the Nintendo 64, to me, represents more than just a mere video game. To me, it represents mankind's greatest accomplishments. This is more than a game. This is a work of art. It is actually, dare I say, a work of perfection that has only been topped by one other single item made by human hands, and that is
Metroid
its direct
Prime
sequel, Paper Mario: The
that
Thousand Year Door. But seriously, if you haven't played this game, what are you doing? What are you watching this video for? Play it. Play Paper Mario.
I got Metroid. Guys, there's Metroid. There's Metroid, guys. There's Metroid! Metroid! Dang it, Chris. I forgot your rule. Of course I did.
What are you doing? What are you watching this video for? Play it. Play Paper Mario.
I got Metroid Prime 2 and 3. I already got Metroid Prime in the last pickups video, but my favorite game of all time is either Metroid Prime or Metroid Prime 2. I borrowed both of those games from Connor, and eventually picked up the Trilogy Edition myself, but I want to actually make a display of all the games. Okay, I think I want to make this a little louder. I got Metroid Prime 2 and 3. I already got Metroid Prime.
Mario?
I got Metroid Prime 2 and 3. I already got Metroid Prime in the last pickups video, but my favorite game of all time is either Metroid Prime or Metroid Prime 2. I borrowed both of those games from Connor. Or Metroid Prime 2. I borrowed both of those games from Connor, and eventually picked up the Trilogy Edition myself, but I want to actually make a display of all the games, and also just have them in their original state, because I prefer to play them with the GameCube controller for the first two. So I picked up 2 and 3 now. 2 is actually a much harder game to find than 1 and 3 are.
Oh, those games are fantastic. I love them so much. I really want to replay them again. Just the world building, the atmosphere, the music, just how it pulls you in and it just makes you feel like you're a part of the world.
Greatest games
It
of all
does it
time.
so well.
Don't at me.
Echoes specifically, I don't think I've seen any other game that generation of consoles that looks that good. Even things like Star Fox Adventures or what did like PS2 and Xbox have as like flagship for graphics? Like Conquer Live and Reloaded, or what was like a huge graphical powerhouse game on the PS2? God of War 2, maybe? I don't know. I'm upset I didn't think of that at the time. I just put it in afterwards. I miss this logo. It's so much better than the newer logo. I mean, technically the newer logo is like, technically speaking, a more appealing logo. But this just fits what Shadow of the Colossus is so much more to me than the new one. Yeah, exactly. It really wasn't. I was trying to give like examples of like powerful graphics on console at the time, off the top of my head. Because pretty much none of this is scripted. Oh yeah, it definitely did. Wow. It looks so good, and it plays so good, and I love them so much. Metroid Prime 2 though, like, have you guys seen how good Metroid Prime 2 looks? Outlaw play. Yeah, and this is through composite. Which is just standard gameplay. This looks so good for that console generation. I mean, granted, we're looking at like brownish area. It's a very brown game, unfortunately, but like you get immersed in it. Just give me this game looks so good for the era. Like this could have easily been like early 360 or early PS3 title almost. So good looking. Ugh. I won't play the Metro Prime series again. Yeah, Halo was what I was initially thinking of, but from what I've seen, at least side by side, because I didn't actually play Halo 2, which would have been the better looking of the two. I didn't play that on the original Xbox. I played on Xbox One. But I believe Conquer Live and Reloaded probably looks better than Halo 2, doesn't it? I think it might. I know it definitely tries to like be a graphical showcase of what the system can do. Which is kind of funny though, because like some of the best graphics on both the Xbox and the GameCube are games that people widely consider to be not worth your time games. So Conquer Life and Reloaded and Star Fox Adventures. I don't know, I always found that funny, because they're probably some of the best looking games on their consoles, but people just don't like them. And now I finally have the original version of 2 and 3 as well. Oh my... Let me pop that out. Let me see. Or, not soundtrack. Like, let me see. Like, just some of the cutscenes are so absurd.
The chief and return.
Where's the one with the flood? That was like really.
Index chief.
Like it looks so good. This is like 2013. Also, this is a really compressed video too. A lot more than it needs to be, but it just looks so good. I mean, granted, like the gameplay itself, but like the cutscenes are super intense there.
The largest anyone's ever seen.
Halo 2 Anniversary. Doom 3, yeah, that is actually another really good looking game on the original Xbox. Another one that's widely forgotten and not appreciated. I don't know. All three of those are games that I don't think really deserve the hate they get. It's just that they get hated for not being exactly what people wanted. Conquer Live and Reloaded is hated because it censors swear words.
You can tell what they all are, though, and it looks and plays way better. Although I guess you could say that the emotions the characters portray are not as exaggerated as the N64, which could be another point that I actually would get the N64, but that's kind of it. Star Fox Adventures, it's not that bad. It just kind of has some dumb puzzles. People just don't like it because it's not like space shooter the entire time. And Doom 3, like, it's more or less like, I don't know, a demo or a beta of the concept for like Dead Space or something, kind of like alongside something like Prey 1. But people didn't like it because it wasn't fast-paced action team and stuff. That, and like, unless you had a really well-optimized setup, the game is way too dark to actually have any idea what's happening most of the time. But I still think all three of those are pretty good games. Just widely ridiculous. Oh, Chronicles of Riddick! I forgot. I'm surprised. Actually, I think that's the first time I've ever heard anyone in my community ever mention that game. Which is funny, because that's a game I've been wanting to play for a very long time. It's got that Arc 2 guy, or Vin Denzel, or Diesel, or something. I don't know. I forget. Do I have that? It's a game that's interested me for a while. I forget if I have it or not. If I did, I think I'd have it on Yep. Got both of them. Really need to find a time to play them, and unfortunately neither of them are compatible with the Xbox 360 or Xbox One backwards compatibility, so they can't get, like, crazy resolution boosts from that. Unless they've been patched in since I last went through my Xbox original games to check, but yeah. These two have been on my to-do list for a while, but, like, I know that they're both doomed to fail. No pun intended. They're both doomed to fail any community polls, because my community basically goes crazy as soon as you mention any Nintendo first-party title. They basically ignore everything else, so those would never really do too good unless I just abandon the poll as a whole at one point. We'll see. I added the collection, so now I have like 2 or 3 copies of each, but now I have the original versions of them, and I'm super happy to add those in.
Metroid Prime 2 is definitely the best example of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because while the sequel to the acclaim, the Metroid Prime 1, doesn't add too much of new things into the combat or...
Well, Chip's Challenge actually would have been in this poll instead of Pokemon. Harrison just flipped that on its head. Unfortunate. Actually, if you'd like, since I'm more in favor of Chip's Challenge than Black and White, how about I rework the poll? Yeah, get rid of Pokemon Gen 5. We'll just put Chip's Challenge in its place. Ban. Yeah. Alright, yeah. You know what? I'm down to do this. Let's see. We're taking Pokemon out of the poll and changing it to Chip's Challenge. Because Harrison submitted his results too late. There you go. Alright. So D now represents Chip's Challenge. And let's rework some of the votes so that people can vote from scratch on it. There we go. So now D is for Chip's Challenge. The poll has been reworked. Oh, they're gonna be so mad when they find out, but that's fine.
Exploration per se in terms of items, it does add a lot of story and...
Yes, I think we have a thing for that. Oh, we don't have celebration. We just have this. There we go.
lore that might have been missing in the original game, and is still. And lore that might have been missing in the original game, and is still not coming in between you and exploring Aether at your leisure. Part of the thing that I love.
Oh, so good.
About Prime 2 is the way it uses the duality between light and dark and implementing it into its combat. And even though a lot of people don't like the limited ammo system for the beams, I think it was a great way to implement and make you more sort of dread the next encounter you might have with the gangs or the space pirates by making you think whether or not you want to spend your ammo, and in a way incentivize you to explore more of the planet so you can find more of these beam upgrades to help you in combat. So in a way, it creates dread and fear by raising up a little bit the difficulty to help incentivize a player to keep exploring more and more of the world so they can find more items. And I feel that some of the puzzle elements and the way they hide character upgrades in this game has been done great, if not one of the best in the series. Metroid Prime 2 might be a little bit too difficult for some newcomers, but fortunately that's where the Trilogy Edition comes in by helping nerf a little bit of the difficulty that you might get from certain bosses. The soundtrack is amazing, the graphics still live up to this date, and it's really surprising when you realize how much of this game...
One of my alerts is actually Metroid Prime 2. So good. That was actually someone in the server did accordion lick for it. I think that's cool. It's Sam.
It was stacked on the poor GameCube back in the day, and how much it really was able to give us as an audience. Metroid Prime 3 is the ultimate culmination of the Prime trilogy, and fortunately it lives up to the entirety of its hype. Through all these years, we've been seeing the power of Phazon and how it created Dark Samus and alternate universe and superpowered space pirates to degrees where it's just ridiculous. But having the opportunity to fully understand and wield the power of the Phazon yourself at the climax of the entire war between the pirates and the Federation is truly the best way to give you that sense of empowerment and give the Phazon its full cycle before it closes. The motion controls, while still in your face about it, aren't as intrusive into the gameplay as one might think compared to a game like, say, Skyward Sword. They're a little bit more toned down, and if anything, it helps you a little bit in terms of getting immersed into the character. It takes a note from Metroid Prime Hunters and incorporates the ability to visit different worlds so you can see the true impact that Phazon corruption has caused towards the galaxy, and it gives each planet a different sense of identity. In the end, overall, it's a very satisfying way to end the trilogy, and by breaching new territory in the Metroid universe with, for once, trying to tell us a more compelling story and giving more purpose to our actions, it helps players sort of take a step back and think about all the things they've been achieving throughout the trilogy, and it gives the previous accomplishments you made in those games even more significance today.
One game I can't believe...
Woo! Is that more Metroid?
I didn't own yet. Well, technically. One game I can't believe I didn't own yet. Well, technically, it's my 4th time owning it. But I didn't own it physically. And that is Super Metroid, which is easily one of my favorite games of all time. I love Super Metroid so much. It's got great music, great atmosphere, and I've probably beaten it 3 or 4 times. We just streamed it last year, or maybe the year before, to get footage for Roto Panaganti's live show. Sure, it was $40, but it's in great condition. It's a game I love, and I am...
How much does it actually go for now? Let's see. I'm curious. At this point, it was just a loose cartridge that I got for 40. What is... Okay, so it still kind of goes for about 45 to 60 or so. as a loose cartridge. Completed boxes level. Wait, what? Someone ported Metroid Zero Mission to the SNES? Why, though? I guess? eBay's weird.
Not.
Also, Mitch, it does... there is a poll for Chip's Challenge in the server now, and it has 0 votes. I want to start fixing
that. Not ashamed of owning it a 4th time, because this game is worth it, and now I want to play it again, even though I have so many unplayed games. But oh, it's such a good game. It's so good. Everything is about as good. There is very few games where I'd say that game might actually be flawless. Super Metroid is one of the few games that I say could fit that criteria. It really accomplishes everything it ever sets out to do amazingly, and it's super fun.
Well, I had a few words I wanted to say. Well, I had a... Well, I had a few words I wanted to say.
Yes. You know what, we're doing it. Let's see. There we go. There. Oh, Fuzzy Pika.
Say about Super Metroid here, but can't quite seem to get it to fit. About Super Metroid here, but can't quite seem to get it to fit in my Super Nintendo.
Mitch, you're too excited about this.
Nintendo. I like Super Metroid.
It's gotta be
to the train.
9 votes on Mario RPG, though. I don't know if Chip's Challenge is pulling that off, but I'll happily put it above Black and White. Because the only thing that interests me about those games is the soundtrack.
One might even look at me and think, wow, this strapping young lad loves Super Metroid. But then again, who doesn't?
No, hey, stop! No! Mitch! Wouldn't dare. Also, if you vote for enough, you can double your vote power towards,
If you haven't played Super Metroid, then, first of all, how? Secondly, do it. I'm gonna make your life significantly better by
Just being evil. Just being evil now. I can't believe you do this, Mitch. Take your vote away from Super Mario RPG Legend of the 7 Stars. It's such a good game. It deserves your respect. You just took it away. I can't even vote for it. Your vote isn't even there anymore. You can't do this. I don't know how sad people look. Yeah, something like that.
Producing this game.
So one of you thinks I'm good at being sad, and the other can tell quite thoroughly that I am not.
Game into your life. Play it, and then thank me. Come back and like this video. Not
Look at this lad, he's got the judge!
for Levi, but do it for me, because I introduced this thing into your life. I made your life better. Play Super Metroid. This isn't a joke. Play it. I'm serious. Play it, or I'm going to come to your house, and I'm going to take this, and I'm going to shove it up your Super Nintendo. Just play the game, and make the world a better place, now that there is one more person that can call themselves a fan of Super Metroid living among us.
Hi guys, Crocomire here.
Hey guys, Crocomire here.
I haven't seen this video in like 6 months and I still remembered it. I remember Albert really likes that I added that in, and he didn't even give me like the image for it or the what is it, the sound clip. Yeah, he said another Super Metroid player among us. Which the game was out at the time that this was recorded, but this was recorded like before anyone knew what it was. This was probably recorded in like September last year. So like 14, 15 months ago.
One more person
Something.
that can call themselves a fan of Super Metroid living among us. Metroid living among us.
Okay, we're working with this. All right. Yeah, we got Audacity. Let's go. Okay.
Of Super Metroid living among us.
Okay. Let's see.
Of Super Metroid living among us. Living among us. Among us. Among us.
There we go. There we go. We got it. There we go. We got it. That's going in general. There you go, Mitch.
Among us.
We did it. We got him in on it.
Guys, Crocomire here.
I don't think I need to go over why Super Metroid is one of the most important and influential games in history. Before this game hit the scene, there was truly no such thing as a full open world game, because what Super Metroid managed to
I am Gus. And that is all you need to know.
achieve is a sense of dread, a sense of being lost, and a sense of mystery, because it doesn't
Be better with that off for now. We'll see.
tell you anything clearly to the player. Once you're dropped on Planet Seves, you're free to explore the planet at your own leisure, and there's nothing there that's going to stop you. No more cutscenes, no more random dialogue, no more story beats. It's just you and the gameplay and how you get from point A to point B, with subtle hints of what might be the things you're looking for on this planet. Super Metroid is definitely worth the time of any player that is out there. And if you haven't done it and you love open world games, you owe it to yourself to kind of experience where the genre of games has kind of emerged from. And top that off with some great soundtracks, some great sound effects, and some unique atmosphere. There really isn't quite a game or experience on a...
Wait a minute. I recognize that. Oh no. Is this dun 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 dun? Okay, it might be it.
system like Super Metroid.
One more game. I forgot that this was actually the music we used for it. But then, like, once it translates or goes over to Steven, it changes to something more epic. One more game for the... Oh, this is so bad. Mitch, have you not seen that? Yeah, you know, whatever. Let's do a quick watching party. Let's see. Where is... Okay, there's that, and then... Which screen would I like to capture? Yes. I actually have a fan game on my channel. I'll just like mute the camera, mute the mic for this then. My rabbit has a secret. What, he's on a quest for power without me? Is that what's going on? Hmm? Yes. So
No.
good.
Steven, no. What is that?
There's lots of skits there.
Why did you do... Why is this real now? Oh, that noise.
So that's where the music came from.
Why? Oh, it's so loud. Oh.
I used to have the best stream layouts, didn't I?
Oh, it's loud. What is this, Steven? Steven, I don't know what you're plotting, but I'm scared. This is my first fan game, I suppose. It's so loud. Bunky awoke with a thirst.
I'll just boost to this.
This was a powerful thirst. Unquenchable by water. The thirst grew stronger. Wait, is that Photoshop Bunky's head on top of a human body?
If I hide this.
Why? Bunky had a thirst for power! I should get him more Nintendo Power magazines. No. With a sword in hand and courage at his side, Bunky set out to destroy the evil King Levi and claim his power for himself. Why did you make this? I thought you were joking the whole time. Well, I mean, you probably still were, even after it existed, but... You can do it, Bunky. Oh! Ow! Oh. What, Bunky can swim? Watch out! It's Levi across the pond. Ah! Welcome to Evil King Levi's domain! Oh! Oh! Uh-oh, who are you? Is that the Decumons? Why? Why did you do this, Steven? Espeon, where are you? Espeon. Tree. Oh. Ah! Hi, I'm Espeon! I eat rabbits! Okay. Okay, what is Mr. Power? The eyes go back and forth! What? I ain't Levi. Tell that guy to shut. Oh, okay. What is this? It seems the staircase leads nowhere! I love how it even has like a little bit of like a scan line. Oh, look at all these signs. Is that Ratman? Joke's end. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. 10 hours on repeat. There again. Welcome to Espeon Onion posters. Just kidding. Abracadabra! Make the screen shake! Okay, the door's closed. This tune is jamming, y'all. Maybe I'll use it in my D&D stream. Okay. Steven. I know yes, this is truly the darkest timeline. I know exactly why you made it so I could turn off the music. Fine. Fine. They all have something different. This tune is jamming, yo. Maybe I'll use it in my D&D stream. Yippee. Hi, I'm Espion. Wait, Travis. Most of them. Okay. Oh, Steven's in a new place. Oh. Thank you for finding my baby boy. You're a true hero. Oh. Steven is an interesting fellow, it would seem. He's gonna be that weird NPC, isn't he? Oh, whoops, my bad. Okay, I don't know what he did. How do I talk to Duck? Oh, I did. Okay. Does this go somewhere now? Ah, no! It's him! Isn't that a Mega Man enemy? But with a beard now? It is I, King Levi! You think you can defeat me? Silly rabbit! Tricks are for kids! What's this? A bunky bomb? You wouldn't dare betray me like so! Wait, stop! No! 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 Oh, I'm playing Super Mario Land 2 now. Whoopee! Espion! You did it, Bunky! You destroyed the evil King Levi. You proved yourself to be a true hero. Ah, now you have all the power in the world. Everyone is your subject. I'll help Bunky. I'll help Bunky. I'll help Bunky. I'll help the end. Oh no, Espion killed me. Wow, that game must have taken 1,000 years to make. Oh, I can do it again.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh no, no, there's both audio. Oh. Mitch, what have you done? I'm still trying to find... There we go. There. So that's the real world Espion. Also, Steven has, like, the greatest thing of all time at his house. This is on... He keeps a picture of his pets on the fridge, and it's just pictures of his pets screaming. It's so good.
So yes, that was the video. And now we have... Oh, I like this one. Ooh. This is so good. Exactly, Chris. And I choose not to click it because I have it set up so I get a demo of what or an example of what the link is before I click it. And I don't feel like clicking on no Superstar Saga Jokes End remake, even if it is actually better than the original. Ooh, what's it? Big Blue Eurobeat? What's this? I like never listened to the genre Eurobeat. This counts as genre, right? Style? I don't know. It's the big man himself! It seems so over the top, but also it's F-Zero, so what else could it be, really? F-Zero, when it's not being over the top, is just fake F-Zero. John, you're a fake F-Zero fan. You don't get to be excited. I'm kidding. Then again, I feel like Eurobeat remixes of things would be like half of your library, now that I think about it. This one. Now this is what I'm down for. Oh, so many great performances by people in that one. Alright, cool. Back to editing because we got Bunky Quest for Power now that you guys all have the context. Actually, just for my own sanity, I'm going to pin this message because it's amazing. There we go. One more game for the best of the best. One that, honestly, I never expected. Oh! I need to be here. Come on, camera. I believe in you. There we go. This to be a game. This isn't a, popular game or one that many people have heard of. So my channel has a fan game. One that... Honestly, I never expected this to be a game. This isn't a, such a interesting soundtrack. VVVVVV is gonna have some competition after Steven releases the Bunky Quest for Power album. Popular game, or one that many people have heard of. So my channel has a fan game. Somebody who has been a regular member of the streams popped into the stream one day. They waited until I was doing something on my PC, and they just popped in and they're like, "Hey Levi, here." And they just sent a link. They literally made a fan game based on Bunky, who's my rabbit and a much larger part of the Twitch streams than he is of the YouTube channel. And it's just so weird to have a fan game. It's a very short and simple one, but it's so cool that someone went out of their way to make a game based on the channel, like the kind of content we do and the people that participate in it, and it's just really fun. I'm gonna drop the link to that. That'll be like the first thing in the description or something. It's so cool that I finally have a fan game. You can probably beat it in like 10 minutes or something. I might turn it down a little more. Based on Bunky. Thing in the description or something. It's so cool that I finally have a fan game. You can probably beat it in like 10 minutes or something like that. It's just a really charming and fun thing to have made. It's just not something when I get into Twitch and YouTube that I expect someone to make a game based on me or stuff that I do. It's just really awesome to see. So thank you, Steven, for making that, or 1000 Year Games.
When we hear
Games.
When we here at Thousand Year Games.
So stupid. It took us forever to find a song for this too. Your games.
When we here at Thousand Year Games conceptualize Bunky Quest for Power, we set out to create the best game ever made.
Commentary
a game that surpasses the Paper Marios and the Super Metroids of the world. That is no small feat, but we here at Thousand Year Games humbly believe that we are the only people in the world that have what it takes to create the next all-time masterpiece in gaming technology.
The trailer for this is better than
using
the game.
our high-tech workstations and using our state-of-the-art graphics processing engines. We knew that we had the right stuff to create the award-winning masterpiece that we all know and love today. Join Bunky the Rabbit on his unforgettable epic quest to take back the throne from the evil, dreaded King Levi. And experience a game the likes of which you've never seen before. In Bunky Quest for Power!
That's one of the best clips. It's so good. It's so bad too. It's so stupid. I love it. Outstanding move on Steven's part. And then there's the end of the video. We're that close to having finished editing it. After that, it's just kind of one watch through to double check nothing is off, and it's done. It only took like 20 months. And so, that is Gaming Pickups, Part 6. Who knows when the next part of this will come out. But we're getting into this. That could be a little louder. The second half of this video, which is. And so, that is Gaming Pickups, Part 6. Who knows when the next part of this will come out. But we're getting into the second half of this video, which is video game pickups that aren't specifically video games. There is still actually video games in it, but basically it's going to be consoles, replicas, maybe like plushies or posters, any kind of like cool memorabilia or controllers or something that I got. Basically everything gaming related I've picked up in the last 7 months that isn't specifically a game. I'm still going to be including quite a few games in that because I got some games that require additional accessories, and I just figured that if I'm going to show the accessory in the next video, just put the game as part of that, because I mean, look at this, we had so many to go for just for this category. Join me whenever that video comes out. If you'd like to keep more up to date on the gaming pickups, my Discord server pretty much gets a picture and an update, and we talk about any games I pick up pretty much as soon as I get them. So they've known about this list pretty much as I've built it. If you ever want to catch up with that and see more about the community, check out the Discord server in the description. I also stream on Twitch somewhat regularly, and we play whatever game we feel like. That's where all the fun stuff happens. If you want to make sure that you see part 2 of this video,
it's gonna play
there's
the
a subscribe
Ezra
button.
It's so good.
I'm bad at self-promotion. Either way, hope to see you there. Bye! I gotta figure out where the Jake edit of this is. The Ezra reviews are so good. There wasn't like many there, but like there's like I think he does like 15 to 20 reviews in this. We actually had to start cutting a few of them. Oh, Logan. That's what it took to get you out. Should we skip through it quickly and try to find all the Ezra moments?
Hey, I'm Ezra. I'm here to talk to you about some video games. You're gonna see me in this video a lot. Better get used to that. Anyway, we're gonna start with this first game, Sonic Riders. This game's a little awful, but I played it a lot when I was a kid. It's kind of like Mario Kart, But if Sega, right before they watched it, played a whole lot of Tony Hawk, and we're like, dude, boards though. It's pretty cool, out of the box party game. Before your friends come over, if you're ever gonna have a time to play this game, which you shouldn't, don't play this game. Don't do it. Please don't.
But I want to.
Don't do it. Don't play.
I bought it.
Don't play this game.
Can I get free riders?
Okay, never mind. Play this game. This is much better than Connect One. This one's at least a game. You're gonna want to beat the main campaign because you unlock a bunch of extra stages, 3 extra characters, and like 2 different types of vehicles that aren't boards. Don't boost too much. It's a pretty cool game.
Find that one out because Street Fighter seems very fun. I just haven't gotten too much of a chance
We're
to get
watching Ezra
into it.
highlight.
Is Street Fighter 4. Not Super Street Fighter 4. Not Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. Not Ultra Street Fighter 4. Not Omega Street Fighter 4. Is Street Fighter 4? It's just weird. Street Fighter games last forever for some reason. But this one is really cool. It's a specific piece of Street Fighter history that I think is really important at the beginning of them going into the 3D age. This is very...
Did you guys see that? That's the Metroid font right there. On the back of that box, that's the Metroid font.
Into the 3D age. This is very well remembered now, but a lot of people, when it launched, were really upset because they saw the sprite graphics of Third Strike and how they liked how interesting it looked and how much emotion all the characters had. And this one, it was just really weird. Everybody had really thick necks. It's a wonder we liked it. But, you know, updates happened and people started to enjoy the game more. You can play as like Dog Ryu for some reason. Yeah, really weird.
To try out.
I love this game.
The Series Pass 2. Very excited about that one. It looks like a really fun game to try out.
I love this game. This game's great. Tekken 7 is a long-running story of dads and sons throwing each other off of increasingly high places and being surprised when they come back and then throw the other one off.
It's just so to the point. It has such weird things to say about it that summarize it well, though.
Just kind of mashed them up, made a collaboration game, and I want to try
His
it.
Glover one is his best one. It's so good. He made a cosplay for it. Yeah.
You like Battletoads? Like Double Dragon? It's just both at the same time. You ever wanted to see a big old frog throw some guy named Billy? Play this game.
That's all he says about that. His Killer 7 one is super brief, too. Whoa, Logan! That's too much confidence! I'm not ready for this! Where's Ezra? There's Ezra. Yeah!
I thought it'd be worth giving a go at some point.
Dark Void is an interesting third-person shooter. It's a little wonky. It's based off of I think it was the SNES game, Dark Void. It was really cool.
An actor for Tom Parks and Rec. Which one? This guy? This guy? That. This guy? Him again? This guy. That guy. That guy. Logan, stop it. I don't know which one! The one with glasses? Oh. This guy? Looks like Tom. Yeah, this is Ryan in the server. He probably used to be one of the most active people here, but classes just kind of got in the way. Alright, back to finding Ezra. You know what, let's watch a Chris clip. Yes.
Franchise.
That's for every single person in this video, they recorded it talking to the camera, but Chris didn't feel comfortable doing that, so he basically talked to us off screen. Yes, drunken music for
When I
Chris.
played Hitman, I didn't really expect to be especially entertained by it because I'd seen it, but I'd never looked into it too much. And then found out you could choose to go guns blazing or take as little attention to yourself as possible. And it made it a lot more interesting to me.
The last one. We gotta find more Ezra. Yes. Logan, are you just testing them all? These work a lot better with games than with editing. You know that they're all in the server and don't cost you points, right?
Person shooter, it's a little wonky.
Cheap, thought it'd be worth giving a go at some point. Yeah, if you redeem it while another one's playing, it won't work. That's just how it is. Found it really cheap, thought it'd be worth giving a go at some point.
Dark Void is an interesting third-person shooter. It's a little wonky. It's based off of the, I think it was SNES game, Dark Void. It was really cool. About the dude,
Which I didn't even know.
And jetpack, and he shot aliens, and came out of this rift in time known as the Dark Void. It's essentially your basic cover-based shooter, but it has kind of cool flight mechanics, and then there's like weird, like vertical cover-based shooting. What do you think of no?
Oh, this one's so good! Yeah! Ah, I'm just upset that the loop only lasts like 23 seconds instead of 30. Yes.
Battlefield and just various like things in between you and your enemy, but it takes that and flips it vertically. Gameplay wise, it's effectively the same thing, but it's just a cool thing aesthetic wise.
I also picked more version, and this is just the Doom. What did I actually have to say about Doom at that time? Because I've gotten way more interested in it recently. Doom 2016. I've been interested in this one for a while now. It's editing
really
the
the kind of
music
game
on
I
this one
normally
was
play
so
by
much
any-
more of a hassle than any of the others. Because the Doom soundtrack likes to be front and center. Outstanding. But it still looked really fun, so I'm really interested in trying it out. I know that they have VR versions of it now, but those don't really have the same kind of feel I want because they have like teleporting gameplay, and so much of the game is dependent on speed. Not really sure on the VR versions, but I've been very interested in trying out the either PS4, Xbox One, or PC version, and this is just the version. Yeah, until you run out of points. Version I happen to find for pretty cheap.
You like Doom? I enjoy Doom. Doom's pretty cool. You know, the old saying back in the day when they first made it was rip and tear. They stayed very true to that. You do indeed dismember many people. It's a good old.
I was gonna say, for a lot of the music ones, it's probably better saved for a game. Because it's more to, like, emphasize, like, what's happening in the moment and, like, action. This is editing. So.
Classic shooter. If you enjoy shooting people in video games and then taking their leg off and then shoving it in their face and then laughing maniacally and sucking all the ammunition and health packs from them, you're gonna enjoy this one.
He has such a way with words, doesn't he? Oh, there he is. He's gonna give you the talk about the Mean Bean Machine. I just got it because it was bundled with Twisted Metal Black.
So this is Sonic Mega Collection, plus it has some games on it. The game specifically I'm going to be looking at is Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. This is the cover art, since, you know.
Logan! Why do you keep doing it?
We don't have actual cover art. The whole point of Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine was that it's essentially an attempt to localize a Puyo Puyo. Instead of, you know, having Puyos, it's like a type of magic in Puyo Puyo. Just beans. It's called them beans. Somebody in Sega of America looked at him and said, them's beans. And then Puyos. It's like a type of magic in Puyo Puyo. Just beans. It's called them beans. Somebody in Sega of America.
Bean Machine has better music than that, though.
I looked at him and said, "Them's
Them's
beans.
beans.
And then, yeah, that's what it is now. Anyway, you pop the beans, and then you get combos. You're just faceless, disembodied bean destroyer going through fighting Dr. Robotnik's mini
How many points do you have, Logan?
Creative names such as Coconuts, Grounder, Davy Sprocket. Anyway, that's it.
Oh, this one's so good. This one with Jake is so good because Ezra keeps shooting him with a Nerf gun during the recording. This one's so good because Ezra keeps shooting him with it. I really want to get into the Ratchet & Clank series. This was one that I came across that wasn't very expensive, and I didn't have it yet.
As a kid, when I grew up, I was playing Ratchet & Clank Size Matters when I got my first PSP. It was one of my favorite games to play because I loved Ratchet & Clank 3, Up Your Arsenal. It was pretty much the same kind of experience. It was everything I wanted and more on the go. It was actually done by High Impact Games instead of the original Insomniac team, but it had
the soundtrack, like, I looked into the Ratchet & Clank soundtrack briefly while working on this video, like just the franchise. I never realized just how good the soundtrack for that series is because I've like never listened to like any of it, and it's what I heard was so good. I'm really, I actually, how are where's the poll? How are, like, Ratchet & Clank and, oh. Oop, okay. Ratchet & Clank, Jak and Daxter doing? Because both of those are in the poll right now. Let's see. Ratchet & Clank is in, like, a 3-way tie for second place. So, it might just happen. Oh, wait, it actually has support from Matt and Chris, whose votes count as more than most people. So, yeah. Ratchet & Clank could very well win. We'll see what happens with that poll.
as it doesn't feel like it was done by anybody else. It felt like it was done by Insomniac.
Then was it not that one? It's got to be the other one with him then. The lad is in the game, and one of them is like the civilized race. So save as many of your friends along the way as you can.
This game scared the crap out of me as a kid, and also has one of the...
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, since I know some of you probably know what this is. Like, Mitch is gonna know what this is, and Matt might know what this is, but the rest of you are not gonna have any clue. But I know of a local game store that has Heart of Darkness on the PS1. I really don't want to play it. I've seen it played beginning to end 3 times now, and it just looks like pure agony. But I kind of still want to try it. I don't know. Is that a bad thing? Do any of you even know what Heart of Darkness is?
The most robust.
It's basically a cinematic game that is more or less. How do I put it? Like, it's basically like slowly moving left and right sometimes, but for the most part, it's an entire game of really, really hard QTEs where you die a lot. I don't know. You'd have to look it up, maybe, but like, it's a very, very hard PS1 game that's very cinematic in the ways you can die.
Communication systems for its time. It's a really nice and very intuitive, and it's puzzle solving. The tone of it's really creepy and eerie. It's just a nice time. Like, look at this old...
I'd say it's harder than Dragon Slayer. Because Dragon Slayer has about 15 minutes of content, maybe? And once you play through any single moment of it 2 or 3 times, you kind of got the rhythm down, and you can power through any loop of the game after that point. Heart of Darkness is like a 15-hour game that has basically something new at all times. And most of them are with far less heads up or anticipation frames than Dragon's Lair has. It is known to be one of like the cheapest games you can play as far as like not price, but like just the enemies are being cheap or things the developers put in to kill you are cheap. It is a game that is it's known for things like that. It's basically a game if you want to see some really weird and dark things happening on the screen, and also have a very hard time with it. But also it's like some of the best animation PS1 or that generation has on offer by a decent margin probably, which is the weird thing.
ESRB T rating thing it has right there. Look at how creepy and fuzzy it is. That's just the aesthetic. It's real weird. It's about space capitalism, how it's bad. It's really weird message for like a random T game from like some studio that hasn't really released anything beforehand. Has a bunch of cool sequels.
I mean, that was the whole
makes
point
you think
of the
a little.
game.
A lot of social commentary. Don't play it though on PC. It's garbage on PC. Get this. I don't know why they did that. It's such a bad PC. Good thing I paid like $5 for it.
Another.
We need more. Wait, what did I say about Tearaway? Because I actually beat that game recently. I beat it like a week ago.
It's a game that looks really fun and charming for a while now. This is one that I've been wanting for a very
Oh, the barn theme, yes. Oh,
long
I'm glad
time,
I picked that
but
music
it
for
was always holding its value pretty well, and I never really saw it in stores, mostly because of the console it's on, but I really enjoyed the demo of it, and that's Tearaway. This is a PlayStation Vita exclusive. It also got a remaster of sorts on the PS4, but it was basically a game designed to take advantage of every feature the PSP had to offer.
It probably doesn't
whether
go
it
enough
be
for the down
back
does it?
touchpad, front touchpad, 2 cameras
Oh, wait, no,
on
it
it.
will.
It's like gyroscope stuff, and it was just a very, very charming game. I really liked the demo of it, and I've been meaning to try the full version, and I was much more interested in getting the Vita version because that's where a lot of the ideas originated for. I'd rather just have it in its original format than them trying to just take out features and remap things for a PS4 controller.
That was the downbeat like 2 seconds after that. Oh, unfortunate. Oh yeah, that's right. Ezra had a really stupid idea for Crash Bandicoot.
They look fun. They look more challenging than I can usually manage to get through, but I'm gonna try it anyway.
It's just Crash Bandicoot, though. That's all it is. Pretty good. If you like Crash Bandicoot, you'll like Crash Bandicoot. We're just rolling with that take.
I got...
It's so stupid. He's like, if you like Crash Bandicoot, you will like Crash Bandicoot. And he also just had the PS1 disc in the Xbox One box. Oh, this right here. You know what? We gotta watch the whole build up to Glover. It's worth it. While that's happening, I'll get the cosplay ready.
Rolling with that tape.
I got Glover, which isn't exactly a great game, but the N64 is definitely the best way to play it. And I usually find it for quite a bit more than this, so I was happy to pick this one up.
We still have it in here.
A game that I've at least wanted to try for a while, and it was a cheap enough price that I figured it'd be good for just goofing around with or trying out. So definitely interested in that. It's a 3D platformer where your character's a ball, and they can change the properties of the ball to be like a bowling ball or a diamond or a bouncy ball or like a pebble or something, and you can do all kinds of weird little platforming things with it. I hear it can be very frustrating, but it seems charming enough. I'll try it. We'll see.
I remember getting this game. My aunt got it for me. It's about a glove. It's a really weird concept. I don't think it's necessarily the greatest game in the world, but there's something interesting about that time
It's the greatest
when
game in the world.
Nintendo 64 games, no matter what they were, they still had something really good about the music, which Glover has pretty interesting music. There's some like whimsical nature about each level being themed. Atlantis levels, Greek levels. There was always something kind of interesting. Even if you play it now, you'll probably be like, why was this ever a game? But I think the ideas of running around on a ball stayed. Other games like Galaxy have taken from it.
This is
and
the
just
greatest
platformers
game
in
of all
general,
time.
I don't think they should forget
And
what happened to Glover.
I put too
or
much
the
effort
Glover 2
into
that
this
we
one
never got.
Ezra moment.
You ever wanted to be a glove? Glover's pretty cool, because you get to be a glove and he goes around and he has like a big old ball and he goes woo, woo. It's cool. It's really cool. You gotta do it. There's like this one cool part. You can turn the ball into like this crystal, right? But then you can also like dribble the ball too and like throw it. But it's funny because you turn it into the crystal, the ball explodes and you die. That's it.
Yeah, I can't figure out where it is, but Jake made an edit of that where it was basically rephrased so that it looked like Ezra did a final smash on the water bottle, and then it turned into like a Smash Bros. Like Ezra joins the battle or something. I can't figure out where the footage for it is, but it was like really compressed and had really bad audio quality. But I wanted to figure out where it was. I don't know. I thought it was funny. It's just because, like, you dribble it and you die.
Into the crystal. The ball explodes and you die. That's it.
I just cut all audio for, like, 2 seconds. This is... Oh, yes. Oh, this one. It's this one. This one's so good. This is about Rayman 1. That people don't just hate because it's stupid at some parts. I'm on board. I'm interested in trying it out.
This is Rayman 1. Fuck the art world.
That's it.
That's it.
Well, that's his entire review of Rayman 1. It's like his second shortest review. Oh, is that Lost? He talks about Lost Odyssey. There's so many games that, like, Ezra just knows about, and it always surprises me. Like, when do you learn about all these games? So, me and Chris are interested in seeing that at some point.
It's Lost Odyssey. This is a game, it's pretty weird. It's about this guy with amnesia. It goes, I gotta kill people with my sword. And he goes, psh, 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 and it's like, it's dead, it's over. Don't grind too much. It's bad in this game.
One game that has been... I'm still so surprised by what Ezra told me about this one. Like, apparently... I mean, I guess it speaks for itself. But apparently he just has friends that he's talked to about, like, the Marvel Spider-Man game from 2018 on PS4. And there's... I've just... such weird things about it. So I want to play it a 4th time.
This game means a lot to me. Still, to this day, pretty solid combat. It created like its own genre, basically, that a lot of games now copy off of. Like, for example, Shadows of Mordor uses its combat system. Sleeping Dogs uses its combat system. The Deadpool game uses it. Paved the way for this game, too. Pretty much every game that, like, you think of where you think, like, oh, the combat's really cool and has, like, a dodge and counter system. And it just really looks and feels really nice. This is the granddad of all of this. This created it, and I think this game doesn't get nearly as much appreciation as it should.
Do you realize it's like one of the most appreciated games ever anyway?
It needs more.
Exactly.
It needs more. People love Spider-Man. I did tell you how many people have played Spider-Man and have never heard of this game.
Not heard of?
They have not heard of it.
Okay, that audio is too loud. What?
I don't know how they haven't.
I also picked up... Oh, is that the Jake one where... This is the one where Ezra keeps bullying him during the recording version. But hopefully we won't run into that on PS2.
Haven't played it yet. I'd actually love to. I saw some footage before and I'm just like, that's a game I want to play. PC optimization is shit. We couldn't get it captured right? Or no, the PC controls sucked it.
Couldn't get past the menus.
Yeah, it sucked. Fuck!
Stop killing people!
Stop it!
Sorry.
I also... He's just... Ezra's just in the background. We're just like, stop killing people! Sorry. Oh yeah, this! This is the last time Tara was on camera before she died. Get as much of a reputation as the first game did, but I'm still very interested in trying it out. They seem like really cool, stealth, utopian games.
Like Dishonored? Pretty cool game, right? Bam, Dishonored 2 has 2 characters, 2 dives, 2 abilities. Get to stab people. There's rats in it. It's pretty cool. Doesn't really have the same chaos system as the first game. Pretty enjoyable though.
She's so nice.
Gotta say.
Ezra has no idea how to hold the rat. Like, he's literally dumping the rat onto himself and confused that the rat is falling onto himself when he does that. I don't get it.
Doesn't really have the same chaos system as the first game. Pretty enjoyable though. Gotta say, oh no, what you doing, homeboy? What you doing?
You just got unsure of what you were doing. Hey, look, it's my hand. You know this hand. This is one that has a really weird concept to it.
Oh, it's that one. Quantum Break, probably. Oh yeah, there's Chris. I forgot we got him in this. What did I say about Spider-Man? Because I've beaten that now.
This one I shouldn't have to say much on. It's just a game that I didn't get into when it came out because I was
curious
just
what I said about these games
and
prior
I was
to
just
beating
waiting
them.
for it to lose some value. On Amazon Prime Day, the game dropped to a price cheaper than I'd ever seen it.
Was this the Golden Years, I believe? The game has a solid soundtrack.
That before. I got Spider-Man PS4. It seems like a really fun game. I've never been a huge Spider-Man fan, but it looks really fun, and I'm interested in trying it out. It seems like it has some interesting character and story and stuff. I just don't know if it's going to feel repetitive or not with all the same web swinging throughout the city or not. We'll see how it turns out. It's a game that's been quite interesting to me.
As someone who's loved Spider-Man their entire life, I can 100% guarantee that Marvel Spider-Man is a love letter to even the biggest Spider-Man fans. There's been a lot of incarnations of the webhead through the years, whether that be in movies, video games, cartoons, comics, and Marvel Spider-Man borrows from all of them and puts it all together in this beautiful package. One thing that I love that this game does that a lot of other Spider-Man games don't is that a lot of other Spider-Man games, they'll just focus on Spider-Man. They never focus on the Peter Parker side of his life. This one does. It gives them both equal attention, and this is easily gotta be my favorite incarnation of the webhead.
You know,
wait, Ezra talks about it too? Oh, it's so brief. It doesn't even show up in the timeline.
Of the webhead.
You know, Spider-Man game that you dreamed of in your childhood that you really wanted? This is that game.
I picked up...
That's the whole thing. Where is it? Ezra has like a very brief... I might have taken it out because it didn't make sense unless you were familiar with the game.
Sirs,
Yeah, I did. Oh, unfortunate. I think we're back to where we were now. But yeah, Ezra actually is borrowing God of War PS4 off me right now. Wonder how far he's at. Because he was playing it on the hardest difficulty and then ended up kind of giving up because he felt like he had to cheese the game to get progress in it. Which, I mean, that is a game that is very hard on its hard difficulties, so that's kind of why. I also like how I'm just completely slouched over and like barely on camera. Also, I need to be leaving for work in 8 hours, so I should probably sleep at some point. That's fine. It's fine. That's probably about as much as I'll do with that right now. I think. So now I'm kind of curious. Let's pop open Chrome. Google Drive. Now I have a gaming pickups thing. Where are they? Oh yeah, that. Music Trivia 2. It's not Gaming Pickup 6 info. Something else. Is it this? Wait, what? I still have this? Oh, that's perfect. Oh. I still have the video Ryan sent me for my birthday. Oh, outstanding.
Hey Levi, happy birthday. I know I'm a bit late, but you know, I just hope it's, you know, double danging good. I want to have another instrument I can do it on. Happy birthday, Levi!
I didn't know I still had access to that. Ugh. Okay, where's... Okay, I think it's this one. Oop. Okay, so this is where I was collecting footage. These were games I was saving. What is this? Okay, yeah. So this is where I was kind of like documenting what games were included in it. Last edit was December 28th, 2019. Ah, yes. So here's what I'm curious about is... So for those who don't know, in the gaming channel in the Discord server, pretty much anytime I buy a game or get a gaming related thing, I put a picture of it in here. And it isn't really to brag about it or anything. It's just because I can post on Discord from all of my devices that I regularly use. And it's an easy way for me to basically just go back on a timeline to like the day and the price and the condition and the order that I got games in by just going through the timeline of this channel. Maybe it's pinned somewhere, something closer. I'm looking for like yeah, we'll jump there. So yeah, the link for Monkey Quest for Power, if you actually want to play it, that's actually in the server. So that's fun. There we go. Let me see. Okay, that's in part 7. That's in part 7. Yeah, these all made it in. Yeah. Because basically, if I keep scrolling through this, I'm going to get to a point where it's stuff that is not included in these videos, and I'll know that I can add. Oh, I forgot. For a while, we were trying to find the Dragon Ball Z game for Kinect because we thought it'd be fun to mess around with, but like we can't find it under like $40. Oh, I already know what that is. He posted in my server too. Wait, Ryan got... I don't even know. Dang it, Ben. No, that's in the video. Yeah, because the thing is, this is just the gaming channel in general. I'm wondering if maybe I would just want to make a pickups channel so that I can keep track of it easier. I forgot about this. Yeah, John, if you're still in chat, or Harrison. This is actually something Carlos tweeted at me. It hasn't happened yet. One day. Maybe. I forget if these are included. Maybe? Oh, yeah, we talk about Mario Golf and, yeah. Those are in it. Those are in it. These are in it. What is this? Ryan got like a Pokemon card, I guess? What? I forgot about this. Okay, those were in the video. Yeah, we're in early July now, so I forgot. I took a picture of Ezra playing the Rift, and Chloe edited it to be the Keanu Reeves on stage thing. For some reason. So, we gotta be looking at... Oh, yeah. Logan, I'm sorry, Ezra died about a year ago. These weren't talked about. No. Van did a point on that. Yeah, we're probably... It's probably the picture after my Con Bravo pickups, which... That was my Con Bravo pickups after, like, the first day. Because I know that this was recorded shortly after Con Bravo. Yeah, we're like a week after Con Bravo, and I haven't sent pictures. Oh yeah, the Rayquaza, this thing. Let's see. Actually, at this point, we can probably start playing music, because we're not editing anything anymore. Oh, Salvation. Ooh, Brass Castles is good too. Ooh, that one's good. We'll do Brass Castles. Yeah. There we go. No, John, I've already heard Sinovation recently. Okay. Oh yeah, back when Sean was in the server. Now he's just basically bailed on like every server possible. And had no internet for like 3 months. We were actually planning on being roommates at one point. He was gonna drive all the way from Florida to Wisconsin to get an apartment with me. Never ended up. I still need to get Rondo. Wait. Try to have blood on this thing. How do I get you out of here? Try to have blood on this thing. It's gotta be, right? Bloodlines. I don't think Rondo blood is on here. It's just bloodlines. Huh! What have I done? Okay. Oh goodness, the swords. Okay, yeah, those made it in the video. I think these were in the video and I cut them. Yeah. But I got a component cable adapter right before I got the RetroTink, so it ended up not even being used. But I guess technically it counts. You know what? It might be easier for this instead of just like putting them all in a spreadsheet if I just like make a folder on my computer to save them to. Let's see. Where did it put the folder? There. This will help me keep track of it all. Okay, some of these did make it in. Water World made it in. Yeah, those two did. What was the last one? Yeah, I still don't own any version of Persona 5. Oops. Oh yeah, Mega Man 11's a game. I feel like everyone forgot about that. I'm pretty sure Rayquaza made it in. Let's see. Yeah, Brawler 64 I don't think made it in. I mean, we'll just... Did I get pictures of them once I actually got them? Yeah, some of those made it in. Yeah, some of these I have to be sure that they aren't in the other one, but I'm at least putting them in the folder for now, just to make sure I have a record of them. This is never something I thought I'd be streaming, but I guess I just kind of am because I was already streaming. Oh yeah, I got the SNES. think some of this was talked about. Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna put them in there and double check it with the video later. Okay. Yeah, for some of these, I guess I just left it behind. Oops. Oh, wait, no, not that one. There is... I forgot about that. I got this whole pile for $4. Okay, we did talk about... I don't think we talked about Black Ops. Or Dead Rising 2. We did talk about these two. Yeah, the big reason that it's so uncertain for some of these is that for a lot of them, when I was recording it after the fact, after the initial recording, it was pretty much if I had a reason to record more of it. Like Fable 1 and 2 and 3 I recorded because Josh wanted to talk about them. But I probably didn't record the Gears games because I don't think I mentioned them, and I was going to just save it for a later time. Ah yes, early stages of the edit. September last year. Oh yeah, Hyro's Storia was part of there. I really want to get the creating a champion one in the art and artifacts. Encyclopedia could be cool. Smooth moves on that list. Hello, Star. Oh yeah. One of my friends locally was selling a bunch of games that she didn't need anymore. And she was like asking for my help on pricing them fairly and stuff, and then she ended up like going over that, so she barely sold any of them and just kind of put the rest in storage, I think. Because like I basically showed her like price charting or whatever, and I was like, okay, so this game like in its best possible condition is like $25 or something, and then she just only had the cartridge and it had like a big smear of Sharpie on the front or something, and she like, okay, then I'll print my loose cartridge at like 30 then. People will probably buy that. That's the way to get the most money out of it, right? And, I don't know, that upset me a bit. Oh, there's the retro tank. Might as well put that as part of it. Yeah, when I was showing people the difference in the brawlers. Oh yeah, the M Classic. Jeez. There's so many of these that I forgot about. It's been so long. Oh yeah, I'm doing okay. Just hanging out, catching up on some projects with editing. I got a new pet earlier this week who has yet to actually show up on stream. Okay, so that's one of them. Right now I'm basically going through and figuring out what is potentially eligible for the next game pickups video. This channel goes back pretty far, though. I still never bought Coastal. Okay, yeah. All that's new. Except for Mario RPG. That was the last thing I included. So everything here forward is for sure new stuff for Gaming Pickup Series. Okay, yeah, there's those. Yeah, have I shown anyone Ori yet? I can go see what Ori's up to. Let me see. Oh, I don't have it on my stream deck yet. Where is... There we go. Let me pop the software out. Hang on. I'll be a moment until I get the camera thing working for it again. I always forget where it puts this app on my phone. There we go. Hey Google, lights on. There we go. Oh. It's upside down, I guess. Did I hit something in here that inverted it? Okay, I guess it's just upside down. Turn it back on then. Oh, not that camera. Well. This app can be weird to work with if I don't plan in advance. I don't get why it's upside down right now. Was it something I was doing before? Let me just fix it quick. Let's see. Transform. Rotate 180. There we go. Now it's all perfect-ish. Let's go find the new rat. Let's find some happy music to go with it. No, some more upbeat. Yeah. Let's go find the new nugget. Pepper? So yeah, there was Ori. Yes. So you all got your chance to meet Ori then. Just a little fluff. Yes. The smallest limbs. Nah. Ori's a fluffer. Oh yeah, that's right. When I got that. Yeah, some of these might be duplicates, but. Well, this is the time I got Nari games. Yeah, that I know for sure. Rocket Knight, yep, there's that. Okay, there's that batch. That's where I first got TAC. October last year. Oh yeah, back when one shelf could almost hold all of it. Now I have 3 shelves and they can't hold all of it. And this was only a little over a year ago. Oops. Maybe I've been buying too many video games. Got that one. Oh yeah, when I first got Soul Calibur, before Mitch just ended up giving me a free copy a year later. Oh yeah, the canvases for the D&D campaign. So I got that bundle of stuff. That's not a helpful picture. I mean, a little bit, but... Okay. Well, there's when I got Moss. I thought I got it longer ago than that. Okay, there's a better picture of it. Splinter Cell's still a bit washed out in the light, though. That's not what I... There we go. I was trying to get that. There we go. So those, yeah, those ones. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Game Boy Advance ones. Sonic Advance, I know I squeezed in. Oracle, they just didn't. Just didn't either. Yeah, those I'm not even gonna bother including. They're games I got and then gave away to Harrison right away. Axiom Verge out physical. I was so surprised to see that, and then I started finding it everywhere. Oh yeah, that time I got a second PC a year ago, and still haven't figured out what to do with it. Okay, that wasn't to pick up. What is this? I guess I took a picture of us grinding Sonic Adventure. Oh yeah, when I wore the Link outfit at work. That was interesting. That was agony, though. Where is it? Oh yeah, Super Monkey Ball. Honestly, like one of the best additions to the collection. Yeah, took for. Have I really only had Ring Fit like a year? I really need to play more of that. Okay, yeah, those ones I already got in the video. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. Yeah, so I got a giant Metroid Prime canvas that Silas dented like 2 streams ago. And I still spent like $30 on it. Oh yeah, Backward Death Stranding was new. As long as we were going back through here, finding things. Okay, yeah, that was the canvas. Let's see. Oh yeah, when I got the Super Soul Bros album in. I mean, I'm planning an entire separate video for the soundtrack, so I don't know if I'm gonna include them here, because I'm just gonna do a dedicated video of them at some point. These are some really good pickups. Like Ninja Gaiden Black for less than like $30 is really good, and they had it for 10. Yes. Okay, is that when I got a hat in time? Oh yeah, when Ori was $5. I was spamming it at everyone. Oh yeah, that's right. That was like the big reason that Sean left the server, is because a lot of us didn't mind buying digital games, and he despised the fact that games could be digital. And I've yet to see him play anything other than an emulated version of a game, so I don't get it. Yeah, this is when we were all freaking out about the sale. Yeah. I forget if these are recommendations or if I actually got it. I guess I'll count that. We'll see. I mean, I'll probably be able to look into it and get some of these figured out later. Got some of those Black Friday sale last year. Only played one of these games so far. I forgot about that. I missed their Black Friday sale this year. I'm upset about that. One of the local game stores does 20% off everything. Yeah, that... I think I still have all 3 of these sealed from Black Friday last year. Sheesh. What an experience. Okay, so that was what... This is what I ended up getting then. Okay. Some of the stuff I got concert. I didn't realize I posted that in the server. That's cool. I forgot about this. These people kept pointing this out to me. Cruel world. I might do that as like a throwaway thing, but I don't know. I got like a little keychain. Let's see. I forgot there was the Bayonetta Vanquish bundle. Oh, such good games. Although I only played Vanquish and Bayonetta 2. I've had Future Perfect since... I've had Future Perfect over a year now? Really? It doesn't feel like it's been that long. Oh, this one's good! Oh, this has only been like 3 days worth. I forgot about that. I bought a second copy of Rayman Legends, and everyone got very confused. That was for my... Oh yeah, Jedi Fallen Order. I got that for 20 bucks like a week after it came out, and Ezra has been borrowing it since that same day. There's this stuff, Sean sent me. I didn't realize Resident Evil 2 was part of that. And I gave away Devil May Cry HD to Connor. That was my Christmas haul last year. I guess there's technically gaming stuff in there, but yeah. This still December, the day after Christmas. Oh, Donkey Kong 94 was only $9. That's a steal nowadays. That game's jumped to like 30. I just looked at a picture of my Classic Edition systems, and I didn't even realize until like 3 seconds in that it wasn't the original. So I was like, when did I get an NES? Yeah. I mean, I guess we could go over the custom labels at some point. Oh goodness, when I told people I wanted the Steel Battalion controller, that was a terrible idea. Okay, so I mean, I'm just saving albums for later. Okay, so I did actually get Lost World later. We gotta be in the new year now. Yeah. So now we're into stuff that I've purchased this year. I still gotta get to Bounty Hunts. I have yet to even find anyone who's heard of the game. Ah yes, those are some big games. Yeah, that 50-1 DS game is so bizarre. I still haven't even like tried to do anything with it. Is this the VGA adapter? Yeah, it is. That one I still could use somewhat effectively. Gotta find the right time. Oh, I forgot. We still gotta get Mega Man Legends. I found out the local game store right now actually has a copy of Mega Man Legends for $50. I'm wondering if I want to commit to it or not. It even has Mega Man Legends 2 for $80, but kind of want to figure out. Yeah, that's probably a better representation for the other thing. I'm not sure if I actually did any of these prior to this year. Or maybe I should just... shove them all on one screen. Oh yes, that was a good batch. What did I get on February 1st that was this much stuff? Also, I gotta turn some of these lights off. Hey Google, lights off. Just turn on the simple. I feel like working. Alexa, turn on room lights. Because it was a bunch of plastic pieces. And a blurry image, too. You know, you're an idiot. Oh, yeah, my care package from Steven. Which, we gotta get to work on our Mario RPG one. I don't have to bother with that. Our Mario RPG calendar for 2021. Yeah, the time that like when I first bought these headphones, they were pre-owned, and they were already pretty worn down on the ear cups because they weren't taken care of as well. The headphones were fine, but the ear cushions weren't. And yeah, I just was like, okay, I'll rat shoot a hole in it. I'm just gonna see if maybe you can buy new ones, and I did. And like I started wearing the headphones all the time because apparently these were like worn down and like kind of crusty, and so I just didn't find them as comfortable. But now I can wear these like all day and it's no problem because I actually have good quality ear cups on them. Changed a lot. Yeah, like that was the difference between the two. They're so weathered. Okay, that was another poster batch from Steven. There's like Chris's foot or something. I made a list of all the fighting games I had. I still haven't played most of them. Oh yeah, we gotta play some of these still. Catch PS2 manual. That was a big find. The Dreamcast Rumble Packs. Those are so fun. I forgot about those. Okay. Oh yeah, the Brook adapter. That one's really solid. It's just that you have to find the right Dreamcast game to allow you to use it, really. That's the big issue with it. Yeah, that can be just kind of a reminder of the Amazon games as a whole. Okay. Oh yeah, when I got the new headphones, I doubt I'm going to really talk about headphones and gaming pickups 8, but I could put it there. Yeah, that's right when I got the manual for this. Oh, love the little swing this has. Okay. Yeah, okay, that one wasn't 8 images or something. Oh yeah. It took me forever to find the PS2 Spyro games. They just weren't showing up anywhere. Okay. Is that in the first image? Yeah, so I don't need to... Okay, yeah. That was a really good find. Someone across town was selling 5 DualShock 2s for $50. And those are normally like 30 each and typically broken. Okay, so that was when I got all the manuals. And I got cases for those. Yeah, it came with that. Sheesh. Maybe I buy too many video games. I'm realizing how much is gonna go into whenever I get the next one set up. Sure. Okay. Oh yeah, the game brass pins. Let's probably fit more into the music one. We'll see how that goes. What am I just noticing, Chris? Should I be concerned? Ah, the Metroid collection. Wasn't even complete yet. I just had a lot of them. What is this? No. Chris, I've never bought too many games. I've bought like 3 games in my life. Okay, so there was a new Oculus cover, which I didn't like at first, but it's starting to grow on me a bit. I'm starting to like it more. Oh, we're figuring out just how to try to get a copy of Danganronpa Trilogy because it's so expensive. Yep. Look at this. Still have that in plastic. It's doing well in the poll. Honestly, if it weren't for the revote on the top results, Metroid, or another Metroid 2 remake would have actually won that poll pretty substantially, actually. Oh yeah, First Hunt took me forever to find. I had like saved the search on eBay for like 3 months until stuff showed up. I forgot about that. I just had to throw away all my Nintendo and Sega games. No! Oh, sure. Oh. Oh, good. So my sleep schedule, and I'm actually kind of tired. That's good. Considering I need to be at work at 3 a.m. Okay, yeah. That's a big one. Black Mesa is quite possibly my game of the year for 2020. It's so good. No one ever mentioned it though. That one I'm just gonna do a screenshot of the patch. I like how half of this channel is me saying, oh, I bought something, and then Van screaming at me. That is a really good one. That one's one of the prettiest ones I have here. The piano album. This one's so good. It's got like an entire art book fused into it, basically. So nice. The only problem is like the glue on this plastic CD holder on the back is a little loose, so it's fallen out once or twice. This one on the list. No. There's the Echo shirt. Already got that one. Okay, Wii U charger. Probably don't care, but Final Fantasy VII Remake is on the list. I forgot like the vinyls or something. Ah, yes, the stream where I set it up to take care of my sinful games. Basically, the ones that had like GameStop stickers or something on them. Oh yeah, the alternative version of this, because there's two versions of this game that have the same advertising and box art and everything. Wow, we have not streamed Mario Kart in a long time. Okay, yeah, that's where I got the other variant. Oh, dude, the rest. Why did I put this in gaming? Okay, yeah, I got those three. Oh, I'm wearing the Monado one now. Yeah, I'm debating just how many things I'm actually going to include in gaming pickups 7 onwards. Because, like, it's just kind of gotten to be kind of ridiculous. Although, I feel like the list is balancing out more recently. Oh no, poor he got like a 2070 like 2 weeks before they announced the 30 series. Yes. Ah, yes. Adrian was on his speedrun craze, and I was desperately trying to find a bunch of soundtracks. Those are ones I was looking at, not ones I got. I guess there's that, and these. Okay, yeah. So it's just those 3 for that batch. Oh, they showed up here for some reason. Okay, there was... I mean, I guess the cane counts. Pepper, what are you doing? She's picked up a stick and she's going wild. Oh goodness. Yeah. The second most I've paid for an album yet. I spent $100 on the Okami one. I already got a screenshot of that one. I mean, that could be a fun little like trivia thing to add in, but I don't need to add that in as a pickup. Oh yeah, that's right. I did get Gravity Rush 2 at some point. There was also the 2 bird projects. I kind of want to find it more. Yeah, more upbeat. Get upbeat. Yeah, I forgot Ryan gave me that. We played like 2 levels and then he kicked me out of the Discord server he was in. Oh, I gotta play Gravity Rush at some point just cause, for like every reason. I feel like when I play the 2 Gravity Rush games, they could very easily become some of my favorite games of all time, for what I've seen of them. I just haven't found like the moment where I'm like, yeah, I gotta get through all of them now. Oh, I found Persona 3 at so that wasn't Fez. It's just different versions of the 3. Oh yeah, when I got that. Some of Chris's games in here, actually. So I've had those since late May, Chris, is how long I've had your Tales games here. I didn't buy Explorers of Sky until like right before we played it, I guess. I think I bought it like the day we played it. Okay, so that's where I got the big Xenoblade thing. Oh yeah, Drew got these ones, which was decent. That was a while back. It was just funny because I'd probably seen all of these on the shelf at some point. I'm still kind of upset about that one because I really want to update mine at some point because I have one with like a weird like bleach stain or something on the bottom of the label for my copy of Shadow of the Colossus. Still need to play the last Guardians. There's so many games I want to play. If only my parents weren't charging me so much for rent, I could actually like stream and focus more on this content for you guys instead of just like I just finished working 9 days in a row with a 1-day exception to that, and I still had plans that occupied my entire day that weren't exactly decided by me. So, like yesterday was my first day off in like 9 days, and that's kind of becoming my normal, and it's very unfortunate. I'm gonna have to find a situation where I can move out or something at some point because just the rent is gonna be very expensive. I don't know. My parents say it's fair, but like it makes it so much harder to find time to take days off work and focus on streaming and fun and getting through the games and stuff. Because I like video games a lot more than I like working retail. But I don't know. There's the balance to find. Oh, what is this? I'm curious, what's this? Some video, and I think it has Chris. Oh, that's me. Why did I think it was Chris? I think I said my PC's broken. I need a new PC. What is this video? Oh, is this... It's where I turned my... I forgot about that. There was a time where I turned on my PC. Not even from sleep mode, from shut down. I turned it on from shut down, and it had a blue screen of death, like, as soon as it booted up. Which I'd, like, never seen. I still really want that Rising Revengeance sword. Ooh. Like, this is the real one, the metal one. And that's only... What is $120 Canadian in US?
120 Canadian dollars is about 94 US dollars and 12 cents.
So it's like 90 something
Answer your
dollars.
question?
Yes.
Thanks for your feedback.
So there's that one. They also have like a wood replica that is much cheaper. Oh, I guess I'd already calculated it. This one's like $62 American. This is the one I'd mostly be considering. I do want to get that at some point. I gotta pin it to remind myself. Oh, that shop has some great stuff on it. Oh, when I found Zachary McKee. I still really want to find Bloom Blocks too. I've been looking for a while now, and I keep finding the first game everywhere, which is like an okay game, I guess, but like the second game apparently is like, it's just crazy with how much extra content there is. It's basically kind of like all the mini games they throw in Monkey Ball. Like, I've heard such good things about Boom Blocks too, but I just can't find it anywhere. Okay, yeah, there's also that. Oh, the Mechanicsaur. Oh yeah, there's where I got the name. Still really happy with those. I don't really put any emphasis on buying clothing, so I got a few shirts and that was cool. Oh yeah, when I got the original DS, which looks so odd to me, because like DS Lite onwards had a very distinct look, and this was kind of like, it just looks like a 90s design. Just hang on your hat. Okay, that's gonna be one of the big ones. Because that one I have like an entire list of like my top 30 or 40 games that interest me in there. And I'll probably just have to abbreviate that list really quickly. But there's some great stuff on that if anyone had got in on it. And I know a lot of people did and probably forgot about it. When Persona 4 was announced for Steam. So we're already up in June. We're like 3/4 of the way through this timeline. So we're good. We're getting into the more money type part of this. Well, it should slow down the list. Oh yes, another game Drew played for 2 hours and then never did anything else with. Oh goodness, I guess you've had it linked a lot longer than I have. Yeah, if I comment on the things I have through the Amazon store or whatever, I'm probably only going to talk about things that like I actively like have a goal to play. Oh, I forgot about this. This is like one of my favorite video game themes that's from like that nobody's heard. So good. played a demo for Etrian Odyssey 5, I think it was. It was okay, I guess. But like the music was great. Alright, let's get to this. So what all do I have? Yeah, it gave me Wizard of Legend right after I was about to buy it, and I guess Chris actually bought it. I guess it has Ukulele. There's some solid things in this list, though. That they've given out for free. Many of them I just don't know, but like I feel like there's going to be a time where I actually should look through and like figure out what all the ones I don't know are, rather than just ignore them forever. Because there could be some really interesting stuff that I just don't know about. Like, who knows? Maybe Surf is like one of the greatest games of all time. Oh, it has trailers in the app? I didn't even realize that. That's cool. But yeah, there's some really good ones in here. The biggest one to me, by a decent margin, is... I mean, Psychonauts is a pretty big one. But, where is it? Observer. So many... Nobody knows what this game is, which is so upsetting to me. But, like, this is one of the games that I think a lot of people would really like. I really want to see more people figure out what Observer is, because it's such a cool looking game. And I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I haven't committed to an actual playthrough of it yet. Oh, I never saw Impossible Lair on there. Oh, I forgot. Switch used to have the sales set up so that, or the eShop set up. It might still have it that way. Or if you're scrolling through and looking at games, the current ones? Did they really add Impossible Lair to it? Like one of my favorite soundtracks ever. Oh goodness, there's a lot. Don't care, 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 don't care. What is? I don't even know what that is. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Oh my goodness, Chris, it actually is. And I got it on Switch and PC, I guess. Ooh. Fun! Let's see. Oh. Hello? Or he's in there somewhere. I see your little nose. We got the friends here and they want to see pets. Okay. And that's how it goes around here. Family just shows up. What is this again? Route 205? Ah. Come on, autofocus. Play nice. There we go. Oh yeah, there's some solid stuff I got on that eShop sale in June. The E3 sale, I believe. Oh, I really want to play Guacamelee 2 as well. And Another World. That's a game that like I've never heard anyone mention recently. But it's like such an iconic game to the industry. It's just widely undocumented. Real shame. Pepper knocking stuff around. Because she does that. We got from there.
Don't you usually get a don't
crazy?
You work yeah,
the video when we were getting it.
Why is it not with you?
We forgot about this.
Why are you?
We got from it. Get it out. We need it. We need to see this. Enhance. Me and Jake are such idiots when we have to film things together. And there's just Chris. Chris is just in the back seat looking depressed. Unfortunate. Oh yeah, I got a PS2 and River Strike. Forgot about those. Oh yeah, when I found out the Charizard amiibo could hold some of the swords. Forgot Rehydrated came out. Oh yeah, there's good stuff on this. Edith Finch was that recent? Okay. Well, I guess that counts as it. I don't even have that anymore because Drew's borrowing it. And, well, probably taking forever to even remember he owns it or has it with him. I forget, did I actually get this? I'd have to double check if I actually bought that or not. Who's this guy in charge of the server? Why does he keep buying so many games? Oh, hey, Harrison. I actually have finished editing the video. All that's left is if I want to watch it beginning to end and just see if there's anything that I had an issue with. And, I have not done that yet. I figured I'd do that off stream, so that people could just see the final thing instead of just watching the whole thing almost finished. So yeah, Gaming Pickup 6 is finished. Aside from just a final review, really. Right now I'm actually going through the server and figuring out what games have not been documented in Gaming Pickups yet, whether it's 6 or 7. Forgot about this. Everyone was freaking out at me when I was like, hey guys, Amazon has like $2,000 of video game albums I want. What was this? Oh yeah, the record player. So now we're into July of this year. I don't think there's many things I picked up. Those are more albums. More of those things I printed out. Oh, that's terrifying. Oh yeah, the stuff I got for Steven. I guess that counts. Some more stuff. Yeah. Like July onwards, the trips to the game store for stuff became a lot more scarce. How's everybody sending edutainment games at this point? There's like a whole month where nothing happened. I guess there was the Moss final, the Celeste final. Do I set them all out at some point? No, it's just okay. Yeah, it's way easier to just save the screenshots and scroll through those later than it is to actually type out every single thing. I consider getting these. I'm still debating if I might go back again. Because, I mean, no one's looking at that guy's Dreamcast section, like, ever. Oh, yeah, that was where I found the Banner Saga for less than $12, and it was all 3 games and the soundtrack and a mini art book. It was so crazy. Oh, and new and sealed. Actually, it wasn't even sealed, it was just a new plastic wrap on it. You have to read them. That was a good one. Yeah, some of the CDs I modified a little bit. Because they didn't have faces. Doing this. Chris! Like I'm just going to a post from like 3 or 4 something months ago, and it's just got Chris saying no to us. That's what it means. That's what happens. And Matt sharing FCA tricks. Just some MCO speedruns. And, true skill. Yeah. Oh, that contrabass clarinet. It's so good. The Facebook Marketplace pickup. I don't even have the Dino Crisis 2 manual anymore. I gave up on trying to find the game, and somebody wanted the manual off me for twice what I paid for it. So, I was just going, yeah, sure.
Hello? Did you have Travis for Christmas?
Yes. You're not stealing Pokemon things and giving them to the cousins for Christmas.
Well, do you want to do anything? Because that way it would even them out. That way it would be 35-30. Or...
If you want me to buy it off you?
No.
I mean, I might use it. I know they wouldn't. I might. I don't buy this one. I just know that those two don't care.
I think I'm
The internet?
Yeah, the internet. Here's where we look at.
No! I'm not doing this! I'm still mad at him for that. He literally said our address on a stream like a year ago. What's this? Oh yeah, he got his GoldenEye working. Oh goodness. When I bought the stop sign. That's not a gaming pickup, but I mean, I might include it to be funny because it was from the gaming community. Another shelf. Maybe I'll talk about it. It's at least a reminder to say that I got new shelving for them. Oh yeah, Tinkerer. Oh yeah, that's right. Scott Pilgrim got relisted. Oh, that upset me so much. Forgot about that. We had someone on our marketplace near us that basically just asked, wait, what did I guess I've tagged Adrian for both G-Forces now. Okay, yeah, so that's when I got the Kingdom Hearts 2 manual. Still the one Spyro game I need to get. Really expensive for some reason. Okay, where's my that was a game store visit. Where's my haul? There. Oh, was that recent when I got all the Golden Eyes for John? Oh, September? I guess that makes sense. I forgot. Matt had the most frustrating conversation where he was just teasing me the whole time about he had a game I wanted that he didn't care about. Oh yeah, I forgot about this. I really want to play this game so much. I think it's out now, right? I hope. I'm just gonna like leave a bookmark to like look for it later. An old picture of me and John, the lads. I use this Sharpie as my stylus. My birthday haul, which has some video game stuff in it, and some food. Oh, that was a good one. When I found all those Spyro games. Oh goodness. And Van sent me that song that I sent Chris, more or less. Ooh. Gravity Rush 1 and 2 are only like $10 each. Army HD. Really want to get on that. I'm just so upset that my Switch had to have, like, a basically dying speaker now. I want the right speaker is just static. Oh yeah, the Xenoblade pop socket ring thing. No, Steven! Oh no, you're here. Oh goodness, hi. What an entrance. I never thought about people using this music for entrances. I haven't seen you in chat in a long time. I thought you'd be starting off with the Paper Mario reference. Because that's the cheap one. Oh, Pathless, I forgot about. That's one of the games I'm probably waiting until I, like, get a PS5 to tackle it. But hello. It's just because it says drunk music. I don't know how much of the stuff in the server you've been seeing. But we finished editing gaming pickups. All that's left is just going through it one time as a whole and just seeing if anything stands out as needing to be done. But all plans I had on editing are done. So, yeah. People liked your trailer for, or your developer interview for Monkey Quest for Power. And they figured out where they can play it in the server now. Oh yeah, that's right. The Paper Mario original soundtrack that I want. But it's like $150. This is where I was ranting about all the Metroid stuff for the longest time. Okay. Ooh, yes, the Obra Dinn. Oh! This is a song. Turn it up a little bit. Okay, that was just hanging stuff. Oh, here was all those albums. Sealed. I popped those things right out of their plastic seal. Got them. Music is to be appreciated. Modified the zapper. It was such a weird. Oh, I forgot I got these. Did I buy that after I already had it on Amazon? That sounds like something I would do. For yours? For my part talking about it, I used just the music that you had in the game. For your part, I played something by Vince Fett, which is like epic trailer music stuff. I mean, honestly, I could probably find it. It'd take too long to get the file open, so I'm just going to like look at the video archive of this stream. Where is it? Yes, this current stream that we are watching. To make a or something. It's just really awesome to see. So thank you, Steven, for making that. Or 1000 Year Games.
When we hear.
So it's basically this music.
When we hear at 1000 Year Games.
It's very quiet because it's streaming a stream and a recording and an edit.
It took us forever to find a song for this too.
your games.
When we here at Thousand Year Games conceptualize Bunky Quest for
It's
Power,
basically this.
we
It's
set
just like
out
epic trailer
to create
heroic music.
The best game
So this is the
ever
developer
made.
commentary
A
on the
game
game.
that surpasses the Paper Marios and the Super Metroids of the world. That is no small feat. But we here at Thousand Year Games
But yeah, it was more or less that. It was an experience. Alright, we're getting into recent. Oh yeah, that's right. Got all the Danganronpa games now. Super pumped for that. There's too many games to play. There's another batch. Oh, I didn't even realize I had shadows. Oh, I forgot about that. I gotta get on that at some point. I've seen the whole game played already, but it just looks like dumb fun. Yeah, but Steven, what we're mostly doing now, since I finished editing at least as much as I'm going to do on stream, is we're going through and seeing everything since the recordings of those that can be added to the Gaming Pickups series. So I'm basically just figuring out what I can add to the list. And instead of just typing it all out in a huge Google Docs, I'm saving every image. This is the entire reason that I post every time I get games into the server. Alright, that was the game everyone said I had to get. Ooh, what is that? I forgot about this. This is so funny. The Ace Attorney. I already had TAC 2 though. This is just called The Power of Wind Objects or something. He's just like, object. It just knocks the whole courtroom on its side. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I want to play more Ace Attorney. You're so good. Ah, yes. The plan that made Chris stop talking in the server for a day. Okay, yeah, we're in really recent. This is less than a month ago. So we've almost got the complete list, well, more or less. I don't think I did anything for, like, Among Us or whatever. I mean, enough that it can be a video. If I commit to it. This. Oh, goodness. There's that one. Jeez, there's too many. Oh, yeah, good. Hit play on that. Oh, that's right. Me and Harrison gotta do a video on 100-foot robot golf. It's just gotta happen. It's like a policy now. now we can actually see this. Okay. That's right, because I got Bug Fables now. Wait, what's every scene in Food Wars? I do have Doom 1 and 2 as of, like, a month ago. I still have yet to play any Doom game. Really want to. Is this the list I actually ended up getting? Wait, did I actually... So I did get the System Shocks. I did not get Grandia yet or Outer Wilds. Okay, so these are incorrect images. I wanted to get them, but budget. And there's some people out here just trying to buy Path of Radiance for under 200 bucks. Kind of reckless people or do that on the internet anyway. Is this the same list? Okay. So that means this one was incorrect. Why did I post it like 5 times? Oh yeah, those are some of the VR stuff I got. It was really interesting. Oh, I gotta play Close Stone Manor. That might be the most recent one, Medieval PS4. Since I wanted to play it on PS1, but my disc was too scratched and I forgot to service it. Oh wait, no, I was at the game store last Wednesday. And I got this. That's gotta be it. I haven't bought games since Wednesday, right? Oh crap, the LED strips, I forgot. I don't think that's not interesting enough. Crap, I got a Why is there so many gaming things I buy? Every time I think I've hit the mark. This is from like 2 days ago. Okay. There we go. We now have the list. So this is all the video game stuff that I've purchased in the last like 14 to 15 months. See, that's a lot. And this video already had like 300 things in it. Okay, maybe there's been too many. Huh. Harrison's actually almost done editing Gaming Pickup 7. I have to finish 6 and he has a little bit more to do on 7. Then we need to make sure that he's compensated for how far he got on 7. Or for how much work went in 7. Why do you just have a picture of your cat looking terrified in the server? Oh, Mitch only just earned 30,000? Or just got a prompt for it, I guess. That's scary. Wait, Mitch is streaming right now? Huh. Well, we might have to do a raid then. As soon as it stops playing advertisements. Alright. Oh, hey, Harrison. 8? 8 will be a much simpler one. It'll probably just kind of be more like a stream where I just bring everything I just threw in that doc together. And, basically everything that I just put in that folder will probably just kind of be gone over in a stream, and we'll just kind of crop it a little bit by like genre or something into like half-hour videos, no matter how many games are included in it. Yeah! So we're actually probably going to wrap up and raid him because let's see, it's 8 p.m. I need to be up at 2 a.m. and at work by 3 a.m. So I got like 6 hours of sleep if I was already sleeping. So yeah, I should probably start getting ready for work and all that. It's fine, Chris. It's fine. It's great. It's cool. Everything is going to work out, Chris. So yes, we are going. Yes, this was a fun stream. I've been meaning to catch up on that, and I just was kind of in the mood of like working on editing and stuff. Oh, I'd forgotten. I'm dying.
I'm gonna die.
Let's see. Raid. Meerkat Games. There we are. We're gonna go visit Mitch. He's hanging out. It's possible that I could be on his stream later this week or earlier next week. We do have about half of Broken Age left to do, and that was a really fun game, so we should be able to finish that off shortly. So we'll see. Yeah, but go pay him a visit. He's just doing high score challenges and stuff in the original Donkey Kong. And I'll see you guys next. Actually, do I have any kind of estimate for what the next time is? If I have an estimate, I'll try to give it to you guys. Let's see, my work schedule. Okay. Potentially tomorrow evening, although I'm more likely to do a Discord movie night. We have quite a few things up on the block for that. Possibly in the afternoon on Thursday. Possibly the Sunday following. I might detail it a bit more specifically in the Discord server, but yeah, it's looking like we'll be on good pace to start 999 shortly. So yeah, excited for that, but in the meantime, see you guys!